What's going on, everybody? It's that dude named Dave, and I am back with TDND Live here on Wednesday. We're going to get this party started here. Before, I don't know if anybody's in the chat yet. If you guys can hear me for the struggle stream, press 1 if y'all can hear me. As we get started here, I'm known for struggle streaming on these live streams, y'all. So press 1 if you guys can hear me before we get started. What's going on, Daniel? Glad you can hop on in. Like I said, before we get started here, if you guys can hear me, press 1. Daniel can hear me. That's what's up. Hey, I just got to make sure that my sound is good. Y'all at least hear me get the ball started, and we can kind of troubleshoot from there if I'm having any problems. So I'm glad you can hear me, Daniel. That's what's good here. Okay. Checking in from Tennessee here, Nancy. That's what's up here, Nancy. Now, I know you commented. This show has changed a few times, y'all. Let me see here. I'm going through these comments here. This is going to be fire, especially for those that didn't watch the award show. Your channel makes a long story short for sure. If you guys were checking me out here, I had a thumbnail regarding Corey Holcomb and the BET Awards. But we got some breaking news regarding R. Kelly. So I figured we start the first hour off with R. Kelly. Before we do that, though, I'm going to get to the comments section, though. So sorry, Nancy, you know I changed it up here on you guys here because of some breaking news. You can hear me. 1. All right, cool. I hope it was worth it. Hey, what's going on, Nicole's dad? Hey, I'm glad you can hop on in. Okay, we're going to get this party started here. It is Wednesday, June 29th. This is the 4th straight live I'm doing here, guys. 4th straight day of lives, 5 and 6 days. Hey, your boy's working hard. Your guys putting in that effort. I'm here every day. I'm trying to do no days off, so when I do need a day off, y'all gonna be like, yo, it's well deserved, and hey, he must have burnt out. So, man, welcome everybody as we get this party started here. I see the chat is building. Alex is in the house. Peace 1. That's what's up. You can hear me. E-Biz in the house. It's over. What we got here? Eric Martin's in the house. That was some expensive nookie. Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. Let's see here. It sucks I can't catch all the lives. What's going on, E? You got to bounce out? It's all good. Here's the thing about YouTube. You can catch it later. It ain't going nowhere, man. You know, so. Nancy says, it's all good, Dave. Glad I'm not crazy because it switched while I was posting. Yeah, I was all prepared. We still might do it, guys. I have a whole bunch. That's one thing about having your own YouTube channel. Like, things could change at the drop of a dime. I had literally a whole show planned out last night. Then I switched it up because of Corey Holcomb today. Then I switched it again because of Kels. And I'm out here in Chicago. So I got to go in on R. Kelly here, you know? But we're going to get into it in a second here. What's going on, Ali? Glad you can join on in. Sheila is in the house. Hey, tribe. MC Summit TV. What's good, family? Glad you can come on in. Let's see here. We got D Webb, the 4th. What's good, Dave? Fellow Dave here as well. I guess we'll see if Kelly can truly believe he can fly now. Man, oh, man. Glad you guys can start on in here as we get this, let the chat build up here. Before we get started here, this is how we do that dude's lives here. Roll call. Yep. Roll call. City, state, zip area code, whatever, you know. Let y'all know. I'm out here in the 630 right now. We out here in the suburbs of Chicago with that 630. Where y'all at? Represent, post down here. I want to know where y'all coming from. I know some of y'all the day ones, but for any of the new subs, first of all, shout to all the new people that showed up here rocking with me. I appreciate you. So if you're new or you're old, roll call, city, state, area code. Want to know where y'all at? Want to know where y'all at? David Andrews in the house saying no law. Should have took some of his criminal buddies with him. Sheila says chicken tacos are done. Just waiting on the hubby to come home from work. See, y'all were killing me yesterday of y'all dinner, so I prepped today because I'm actually hungry. I got off work not too long ago, and I'm here live streaming. You see, I'm just going hard every day. We're going to get into that here. But I prepped because y'all saw me eating the McDonald's yesterday. You know, I had me the French fries. Boy, I was starving, you know, but prepared today. I got some steak kebabs upstairs. Oh, yeah. Vegetables in there, the green peppers, you know. Yeah, I was prepared for that one. And also for tomorrow, I'm prepared. I got me some salmon ready to go. So y'all over here talking about that food and y'all's making me so hungry. I said, I gotta be prepared, all right? Because I'm coming after work, I'm coming here pouring to y'all, and then y'all talking about all this good food and I can't get to it. So I'm prepared today. I am prepared. Let's see here. E-Biz says he was flying, he was just trash landed. 615 in the house, Nancy. Hey, what's going on, Chris 224? Hey. Sheila with that 708. What's going on, 708? You know, we used to be 708 out here. Hey, suburb history here for people who may not know the Southwest suburbs. Did y'all know, if y'all from out here, y'all know I was born and raised in Bolingbrook. Bolingbrook used to be down that 312, y'all. Oh, yeah, I'm showing my age. Y'all can look this up. Bolingbrook used to be 312 with Chicago. Then there was a change. Bolingbrook went to 708. You know, because certain parts of Chicago in the south suburbs, you know, are 708. Hey, Bolingbrook was 708, and then it moved to 630 here. You know, I'm not in Bolingbrook now. I just still keep my same phone number. You know, it's hard to change the number, but yeah, shout out to Sheila, that's 708. I used to be that 708 as well. By the way, I'm a new sub. Brother Mike brought me over to your channel. I shout out to my man Mikey, man. That's what's up, man. Each one we building here. Mike had a dope live stream last night, man. He was going in. I was able to check in after I dozed off, and he was going for like 3 hours, man. So he over here doing work. He's being prepared for his big Philippine trip here. Hey, he's about to go for a whole month in the Philippines. He is staying in a different hotel like every day. He is going to be live streaming. He's going to be showing y'all the women. He's going to show y'all the hotels. If y'all trying to purchase property, even though you can't really own, but you can, you know, you can do some things. He's going to go into all that for a whole damn month. I don't know when he's coming back into the States when he do leave. So, hey, shout out to Mike, man. I'm glad he put you on to me, man. MC Summit says 106 degrees in Vegas. Yo, for real? It's 106? Hey, this is why I don't frequent Vegas during this time of the year. Around this, as a matter of fact, it was this time last year. I went to Vegas as soon as like everything was kind of opening up. I flew out to Vegas, was it July 5th last year? It was 114 degrees today, every day in Vegas, y'all. 114. The coolest it got when I was out there was 91 to 93 degrees at night, just like at 1 a.m. And I was staying at the Cosmo on the 50th floor. So you know what that means? I didn't get a chance to use that damn balcony at all, because the balcony is what you want when you go to the Cosmo. And I go out there and it's even hotter because I'm closer to the damn sun at the 50th floor. So man, y'all getting that heat. But I might be in Vegas in October. We'll talk about that. Los Angeles in the house. What's going on, Nicole? That's what's up here, Nicole's dad. LA in the house here. New Jersey native, live in Tampa now. That's what's up. All right. Ali says, I'm in a different country. Hey, man. What country are you at, man? You can shout it out. Or you on the low and you can't tell nobody. We were just talking Trapped in the Closet. Yeah, we were, Z. The other day, we were just talking about Trapped in the Closet and all, 21, 22 chapters. And the irony is this coming on, so we're going to get into it here. Let's see here. I was going to get to a few more chats as we get started here, y'all. I'm just letting y'all, just long stroking y'all for these few minutes here. You know. Not cooking, got leftover tacos. Oh, okay. Okay, Nancy, gotcha. Let's see here. Let's get a few more of y'all here. We get started here. E says, I'm on my way to the gym. My day is filled up between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. I'm trying to catch up all the streams. I get you, man. You got to get that work in, man. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Everybody building up here. On the way to 11,000 subs, Dave. Hey, yeah, I know. We broke 10.5 recently. You know, so, hey, we slowly getting up to that 11,000. So, hey, I appreciate everybody coming on. I appreciate it. Hey, like Martin said here, Eric Martin, hit that like button, the price of admission. Hey, look, I don't ask too much, you know. I mean, I appreciate the supers when they come in, but the like button helps the YouTube algorithm. It helps it get out to more people, and then, you know, the more views, and then that just helps build this tribe out here. So at least the like button showcases you're watching it. You appreciate that video. The algorithm's gonna put it to other people. We'll find other like-minded ones like us here. So yeah, hit that like button. I appreciate that, man. D. West says, I'm headed to the Philippines as well in August to visit my parents who are living that a retired life. That's what's up, man. Hey, you know, hey, hit us up when you go out there, man. We're live streaming when Mikey's going out there. You know, we like to see what's going on, man. So if you ever want to cam up and be part of the tribe, man, just let me know. Hey, Nicole Dad with the $5 super chat. What's going on, man? Los Angeles all day. Thanks for pouring in. Thanks for pouring in. Hey, man, people like you, I'm just here for y'all. Y'all pouring to me, and I just keep coming back every day. So thank you very much. Like I said, when I do receive these, it is much appreciated. I don't turn anything down but my collar and let y'all know that, hey, man, I love it. Thank you very much. I am not someone to say, oh, I'm a poo-poo on this. No, this is why I'm here. It's $1 here, $5 here. That pays for my coffee, and I bring you more content. Thanks, Nicole's dad. Appreciate it. I'm in PA, and it's sweltering out here. It's like 90 in Chicago. You know, so if y'all got that heat today too, let me know. It's like 90 out here in Chicago. That's right. Yeah, thanks for supporting. Hey, what's going on, LaShawn Berry? Sit and listen to the dentist waiting on my turn. You got the dentist appointment. I gotta make my appointment coming up too. I'm up for a checkup. So thanks for reminding me. No doubt. Okay, so yeah, we got the roll call here. Gotta give you guys a few updates here. So hey, for anybody that's in New York, if y'all not here live or you catch us on the playback here, your boy is gonna be probably in Manhattan the last week of July. Yes, y'all know, diehard boxing fan. I don't get the Adrian Broner fight in Chicago. Your boy little teary-eyed, you know, little misty. Can't get no boxing fights out here in Chicago. But guess what? Yesterday they confirmed the Danny Garcia fight, July 30th. And I talked to my job and I was like, hey, you know what? I haven't been to Brooklyn. I haven't been to Manhattan. I ain't been on Wall Street since the shutdown. I think I want to come back to New York last week of July. So I think I'm going to be in New York the last week here, y'all. So New York meetup. Let's figure this out here. If y'all gonna be in New York the last week of July, let's figure this out here. I'm gonna try to be at the Barclays that Saturday night because that's where Danny Garcia's gonna fight at. I know he is not, you know, he's not in his prime. He's not a top-notch fighter anymore, but he is a two-division champion. He was the man at 140 pounds, you know? He's moved up to 154, and the idea is if he wins this fight, he probably have a good chance at fighting Jermell Charlo, who is the undisputed champion at junior middleweight at 154. So he has a fight coming up because he has a mandatory against Tim Azu. So if he wins that one and Danny Garcia wins this one, it could be a big fight. He's still a name, and it's at the Barclays, and it's going to be on Showtime. So for anybody in New York who wants to, who has not been to the Barclays and wants to see a boxing fight, that dude might be there. So I'm waiting to find out when ticket sales go on. I gotta figure out my travel for my job. I gotta figure out what day I'm gonna fly out. I'm thinking maybe like Tuesday night, and that state's like Sunday. But New York's in the house, y'all. New York, y'all. I can't wait to be back. I miss y'all. I haven't seen y'all since the shutdown. But it's gonna be a lot more New York trips after this here. But you know what? Like I said, the equipment is coming with me, so we're gonna be cammed up and we're gonna be streaming in New York. So I have to give that update, y'all. New York will be in the building for me pretty soon. Oh yeah, so I have to get that out the way here. So we want to go ahead and get the dude meet up here. Maybe we go, I don't know if we're gonna do Times Square. We'll do somewhere, you know, across the bridge. You know, we'll go to the east side. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Y'all let me know where we're gonna hang out at. I ain't been there since 2019. You know, a lot of places are shut down, nice to hang out at. So y'all let me know where we can kick it at if y'all checking this from the NY. All right. So let's go ahead. Get just a few more chats as we get started here. Says you're welcome. Thank you. That's what's up here. Upgrades in the house. Damn 30. Say it ain't so. Hold on now. Upgrade. Now I don't know if did you get your name from the one movie Dang, I can't think of the name of the movie. The guys from South Park made the movie. It's not. Dang, I can't even think of the name. Luke Wilson, I think, was in the movie where that he's in a time machine and he fast forward like 500 years and the world is stupid and everybody's freaking dumb. Do y'all know what movie I'm talking? Idiocracy. Thank you. He posted here, Idiocracy. So did you get your name for Idiocracy? Because you got 2 D's in there. Double dose of that pimping. Is that what we got here? Is your name Upgrade the pimp name because you got 2 D's, a double dose for your pimping? Let me know, man, if that's what the name is for, you know? Oh my God. Hold on here. Hey, Tehran's in the building here. My God, Day, what's up? Harlem is in the building. Harlem. Hey, let me know, man. New York meetup. Let me know some spots. We'll get this going next month here. Sounds exciting. Made it. Hey, thanks for showing on here, Mark. Hey, Ali with the $5 super sticker. Hey, thank you very much, man, for pouring in. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Like I said, this money now, since I'm going to be in New York, I got to get the wireless mic, so I'm picking it up this weekend, y'all. I got to be able to travel. I got to give y'all give y'all this content. So it's going to be picked up here. Thank you very much, Ali. Thank you very much. Yes, we said Idiocracy here. What do we got here? Be careful, Dave, when you go to NY. Some people don't like your content. Just be safe. You talking about old girl from Kendra G's channel? I did that reaction about 2 months ago. Hey, E, are you talking about her? Hey, New York likes me. If you talk about one particular person, I'll be careful. Are you going back to the time machine? Because hey, I never had a reaction video where that the person saw me react to it and got mad and tried to threaten to take my video down on YouTube. Oh, that was a good one, man. That was a good one. Derek says Idiocracy. Yeah, I love that movie, man. Idiocracy actually explains what we're living in today. Even though that movie was made, what, 17 years ago? Hey, man, shout out to them. That was a dope-ass movie. Yes, for a double dose, sir. Hey, if y'all don't know, I think, who's a Scarface? Scarface was Upgrade in the movie, right? The rapper Scarface from, he was Upgrade. Thank you. Hey, I'm gonna watch that again now. You gonna make me go ahead and watch that movie, man. That is a funny ass movie. Okay, here. Hey, what's going on, Contra, with the $20 super chat? Hey, thank you for coming in, man. Thank you for pouring in. What you got here? Versus Viagra should be a war. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna catch that fight, man. Not live, of course, not being there, but okay. Thank you for the $20, man. Hey, we here for the wireless mic now. I think all the super chats, and I also got a couple of cash apps this week. We kind of crowdfunding this here, but I have enough now. I think you're 20 put over the top here. I'm going to go ahead and go contact Road, and we're going to go ahead and order this bad boy. We got enough for the wireless mic. You know what's next now? The mixer. We got to pick up a new mixer. So, man, thank y'all for supporting me. Y'all pouring in. Man, y'all dope. Y'all dope, man. Alex says, I didn't know R. Kelly was dyslexic. Yeah, he was, bro. He was. Smart ass musician, but that's another story. But the Maxwell lady got 20 years. Okay, Cortez, I guess we're getting to that whatever part of the conversation here. We'll get into that. Derek Chauvin only gets 22 years for killing George Floyd, but R. Kelly gets 30. Oh, we're getting into it now. I see the chat is getting fired up now. When you come to NYC, go to Dickman Street. A lot of places to eat and music. Okay. We'll be updating here. I'm going to hold you to that here. I might have to have you email me a few things, bruh. So let me know what else is going on, man. I appreciate that, though. Just to let y'all know, I'm staying on Wall Street. Well, not on Wall Street, because if you go to New York, you see Wall Street. It's like, oh, it's like a dead end corner, because of the financial district. But I'm gonna be probably 2 or 3 blocks in Wall Street area. Just to let y'all know where I'm staying. I'm gonna tell you where, but y'all can have an idea. I'm literally across the street from the World Trade Center Memorial. That's where I'm gonna be at. Just to let y'all know. That's where I normally stay at anyway. Servants in the house, checking in, Dave. Hey, man, thanks for checking in, sir. It's been a while, man. Thanks for coming through. Alex, I looked him up in Google. Oh, yeah. You know what's called out here, Alex? We in Chicago. We know everything about R. Kelly. We know all about Kells. Kelsey even almost took my girlfriend one time. Back in 1999. Shout out to Prince. Yeah, Kelsey almost took my girlfriend. And you know what, though? I'm not even mad about it. He didn't take her, but if he did, I wasn't going to be mad because I was working at Menards. I was the 19-year-old that dude, okay? I was making $7.50 an hour. I think I was making like $9 on the weekends. You get like $1.50. No, you get $9.50. You get $2 more on the weekends during that time. So I was making $9.50 on the weekends, yo. R.Kelly almost took mine back then. I couldn't be mad about it. That's a whole nother story, y'all. Damn, Hugh Hefner got away with it. Oh, boy. Hugh. Service says, I missed the tribe. I'm glad you have you back, man. We're here every day, man. So I understand things happen, but when you're back, man. All right. So let me tell you one thing before we get this started here, guys. For Monday's live stream, we talked about Kevin Samuels being honored at the BET Awards, right? So I did a nice long live stream on there, had a good turnout. Thanks for everybody who commented and checked it out, right? So yesterday after my live stream, I could have went longer, but I said, hey, I gotta get some food. I need to watch some other content creators. I need to decompress. And one of the things I said was, you know, guys, you're gonna check out the Peef Network or O'Shea Dude Jackson. I got like 15 videos. I gotta catch up with him because the dude's dope, right? So last night, I'm eating my dinner. And so I'm watching an O'Shea video that he dropped regarding BET honoring Kevin Samuels. So he starts off the video saying he gets a video from somebody, from another content creator who stole his line. Yeah, I can't front. The thumbnail kind of stole a little bit of O'Shea's thing here because I said, and they are still upset or mad, something like along the lines. So I thought O'Shea threw a shot at me, but then he bigged up me at the same time, you know? So he's like, this guy kind of took my line, but he a good dude. So check out his channel. So he said the whole title of my video, but he didn't say my name. I take it, O'Shea. I take it. And I just want to say, if anybody who rocks with O'Shea knows that I will not make it a habit of taking your lines. I just had to do it just one time. I just had to do it, O'Shea. It's nothing but respect, okay? But I know that, you know, he said I was a good dude, you know, check out my channel. He didn't say my name. That's cool, though. The fact that I was recognized by O'Shea and he checked out my video, that's good enough, man. I got out to the OG. So if anybody knows O'Shea, tell him I won't make it a habit of taking his lines. I had to do it just this one time. All respect to the God body, okay? O'Shea all day. Matter of fact, then I might contribute to your channel. I sent you a cash up like a month and a half ago, and you know, anonymously, you know, I can take, you know, but I need to support you as well. Everybody supported me, but you helped me out as well. So I gotta go ahead and cash up or go ahead and send him some supers as well because he gives me so much dope content. So I just have to say that here. O'Shea said my name without saying my name. All right, so I had to get that out the way. So shout out to the O'Shea Dude Jackson, you know. So he said that in the first like minute of the video. He talked about Kevin Samuels, the BET Awards yesterday. So I ain't mad. You know, he could have took some shots at me and I just took them. No bulletproof vest on. Just come ahead, O'Shea. Hey, I just trying to be where you at, man. You the hardest working man in the manosphere. Okay, let's see some more of these chats here. Hey, Cold Fusion, welcome to the chat. Glad you jumped on here. Yeah, I saw you on Mike's chat last night. Eric Martin says, O'Shea is cool. Hey, O'Shea's a GOAT. O'Shea's a GOAT. You ain't gonna catch me say a bad word about him. That ain't happening. You know, even if he took a shot at me, you know, I'd have to take it on the chin. So O'Shea, hey, thanks for just recognizing and saying the video. Okay, I take that much. He didn't have to say my name, but he said the whole title of it, and he said check out the video as well. So hey, I'll take that, you know. That's what's good, you know. He said, Fred, I was just watching O'Shea before you. Okay, Fred. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's going on, little Benny the Cut, man? Hit that like button. Thank you for coming through. Hit the like, y'all. Booty clapping sounds. You know that, Nancy. You know it. Hey, Tito's in the house. What's going on, Tito? Hey, y'all don't know. Tito is the original day one. Tito's been rocking with me since like 2010. Yeah, when you want to talk about struggle streaming, before even the term struggle streaming was going on, Tito was there. Matter of fact, there was some videos that we were doing back in the day. He was probably the only one listening to that dude and the whole crew back in the day. So shout out to Tito, man. Y'all don't know about day ones until y'all talk to Tito. He a beast, y'all. Thanks for coming through, man. I appreciate you. O'Shea Jackson, I think you have 3 channels. Yeah, he has a couple of channels. Yeah, he has the Celebrity Junk. He has his name, O'Shea Jackson. And I know he has another one where he talks about more of the African diaspora and things of that nature. So I don't know what channel he did it on, but it was the one where he's talking about the BET Awards. In the first minute, he got the info from me for showing some of the video. So that's how that went down here. Servant says, hold on, what you got here, Servant? I love how y'all support each other. We got to. Hey, you know what, though? In this Black manosphere, we got to support each other because this is like, say, ground floor, last like, what, 5 years or so? Yo, we just trying to build this content, give y'all some entertainment, and keep this moving here, guys. Tito says, keep doing your thing, man. Thanks, bruh. Thanks, bro. I seen you posting on Facebook for your hoopology, man. Work on them kids in the hoops, man. Keep doing your thing, bruh. That's what's up. Okay. So I talked about O'Shea. Had to put that out there. And before we get started here, I wanted to say, like, if you guys saw the thumbnail, I told this earlier before we got started, I was literally going to talk about Corey Holcomb and the BET Awards. You know, it got pushed aside because your boy R. Kelly. Yeah, we out here in Chicago. So that's the reason why I took precedence for us right now. For me, at least. I lost a lot of friends because of R. Kelly. Because I got off the R. Kelly train a long time ago. Now, what's crazy is that we all had the tape back in 2002. We're on CD or DVD. You know what's crazy, guys? The original tape, we was watching that at work. It tells you how far our society's gone in the last 20 years. When we found out that bad boy leaked, man, like you talk about, the sex tapes, it was later on VHS, and then of course some people like dubbed it, and ripped it onto DVDs and CDs and things of that nature. I can't believe, when I think back at it, my very first job downtown Chicago, working the merchandise mart. We were at our desk watching it. Yo, talk about could got fired at any moment. But this is the old school days. We were the wild, wild west of ripping movies and things of that nature. This was back, when you had, the LimeWire was still popping back then. Napster was on his last leg, I think, or is about to be on his last leg, and LimeWire was kicking in. Yo, we were watching it at the desk. This was crazy as hell. So for us, we lived through R. Kelly all day, every day. Like I said, I had an ex-girlfriend who almost got taken by her. It was it was the Get in My Bed tour, 1999, and Deborah Cox was there in her prime 20 plus years ago. It was with Foxy Brown, Nas, who was there? Kelly Price, when she was about 400 pounds. She was little size, and R. Kelly. This is the Half on the Baby tour, No lie. We snuck our way to the front row. So Half on the Baby comes on. The irony of this story, you guys probably see pictures online and you look it up. This is a true story during this tour here. He starts singing Half on the Baby. So halfway through the song, he has one of his guys, entourage, comes out, he's like, who wants to go Half on the Baby with me? So the whole crowd going wild at the United Center. So one guy comes out and with a sign that says, got to be 50 and under. So of course, it's the United Center, it's the big jam. All the young girls are just screaming. My girl who's with me, she's screaming as hell. Now, another dude comes out of a sign that says, gotta be 18 and over. Yeah, talk about the irony, y'all. He had 2 guys on stage with signs that said, have to be 18 and over or 50 and under. And my girl at the time was 19. Because I was 19 we both 19 going on 20. So, you know what happened? He started scouring the first couple of rows who was at the concert. And the girl who was screaming the loudest was going to get on stage with him. He made his way to our area And my girl at the time, she started screaming her ass off. You thought she needed an ambulance. You thought she needed professional attention. She lost her. You thought Michael Jackson had. Can you know back in the day you saw those Michael Jackson Clifton concert and people just passed out like, Michael! Hey, that was her, man. That was her. I was like, hey, why did I bring you here if you're going to go ahead? But I'm working at Menards. I'm making $7.50 an hour. How could I complain? I ain't got nothing to stand on. I'm extra beta blue pill. I'm a young dad dude. And I shit you guys not. He chose the girl that sat 2 seats from us because she screamed louder than my girl. She got on stage. R.Kelly started singing to her and started grinding on her. And then she started taking her clothes off. Now, I didn't tell you this, on the stage, he had like this double king size bed. So it was like 2 king size beds put together. So she jumps on the bed and she's kissing on R. Kelly and he's singing to her. And then she just started taking her clothes off. She kept everything on but maybe bra and panties. And then he does half on the baby and basically, is having a makeout session singing, and that's how the concert ends. And I looked at my girl, I was like, yo, if he would have chose you, your ass gonna be butt naked in that bed with R. Kelly? That's when I found out. Of course, now, she was for the streets. One of my first lessons when I found out that I dated a girl for the streets. So that was my personal interaction with R. Kelly. Back, was that in 1999 at the Big Jam. If he had took my girl, it wouldn't matter. Wouldn't have mattered. But you want to know what I want to do, guys, here? What I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring the news report here. So we're going to talk about R. Kelly's situation here. Before we get started here, we say he got 30 years in jail from the Eastern District of New York. And R. Kelly is 55 years old. On top of that, too, he still has his federal case out here in Chicago in August. Now, that might be a case of double jeopardy, probably, but still, he's 55. He's getting 30 years. That man's going to spend the rest of his life in jail. Yes, he is. So, you know what? Let me get to some of these comments and we're going to get to the video here. Hold on here. Tito's like, Corey's wild. We might still talk about Corey Holcomb today, guys, depending on what I got going on tonight, We might still get into him. We're live streaming. We can ad hoc this here. What's Ali saying? Trust me, you're a good man. Your channel, and you'll be bigger very soon. Good luck. Thanks, Ali. I appreciate that, man. Alex is like, what tape? Alex, where the hell you at, man? I know you're younger than me, but how you not know about the sex tape? It's R. Kelly. Just Google. Are you living on, I'm going to say, you living under a rock? Wait a minute. You didn't know about Hollywood Shuffle. Now you don't know about the R. Kelly sex tape? Come on, man. Come on, man. Tito says, VHS at the barbershop. Hey, the barbershops were rocking it too. We were actually watching the barbershops. Yo, we were watching the Diddler tapes, technically we say. I don't want to say certain words, for the algorithm, but the Diddler tapes. We were at the barbershops watching it, y'all. Yeah, we could, man. That was crazy. Upgrade says, even I couldn't trust my girl around Kells. You can't trust no one around Kells, man. Dave, the first guy to put me on a couple of artists I worked on a podcast. Salutes. Okay. That's what's up, man. Tito over here cracking up. Shawshank Redemption. What y'all talking about over here? Upgrade says, nah, don't Google that. You can Google the articles. You don't got to Google the tape. Don't watch the tape. Let y'all know. If y'all find it, don't watch it. We don't get down like that in this circle here. We're not doing that, y'all. Just remember, that's diddler stuff. That's my line. I call it diddlers, So no, you don't got to watch it. Now, the girl's grown now. And you know what's crazy? I actually knew someone personally, he's no longer with us, who knew that girl personally. And so when all this stuff was going down and got released, me and him talked about this during this time period. This is back in like 2003 when the person who I know. So yeah, out here in Chicago, you knew someone who either knew R. Kelly or knew the girls in the tape. Sheila says, I never watched the tape. Was it really him? Hell yeah, it was him. Like Cedric the Entertainer said, he was eating that ass like puppy chow. Hell yeah. And there's one part in the video, unfortunately I know this because I did watch it. Come on, we didn't know no better. It's ignorance. We're gonna admit to it. There's no way I watch that tape now. It was R. Kelly, 2002, you know, but there was one part in the video where he's eating that girl's ass like puppet chow. If you got a dog or a cat and you put that hard food down and you know how your dog or cat eating that food, that's how R. Kelly's eating that butt, okay? And so there's one part in the video where he looks up and his face is directly in the camera because someone calls his name. And he's like, yo, I'll be right there. He's looking dead in the camera, y'all. Looking dead in the camera. It was him. I'm sorry. He's like, all that time getting out of jail at 85. He ain't getting out of jail at 85, man. He gonna die before he gets out, yo. Service, hey, Servant and Alex gonna go at it here. Service said, is Alex even from Earth? Uh-oh. young battle, young fight. Rod's like, I've never seen the tape. Hey, if you never seen it, that's cool. At least you heard about it, right? How about this? You don't have to see it, but have you heard about it, Rod? Before this all going on here. You know, so. Let's see here. She was like, yeah, he was tossing it. He was all up in it, man. Tito's like, that scene on the office chair wasn't my birthday, May 13th. That was the scene you're talking about. Yes, Tito. That's the scene I'm talking about. I think there's a Grammy in the corner of the room too. You can see a trophy somewhere in there, and there's a TV on the background. Tito's seen it. It may have been 20 years since I've seen it, but you don't forget stuff like that. You got it, Tito. The Chappelle skit summed it up. You're right, Upgrade. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. I think I might watch some Dave Chappelle tonight too as well. Hey, Dave Chappelle's classic on that one, guys. Yep, I heard about it. Okay, good, Rod. As long as we heard about it, all right? Because, man. All right, here's what we're going to do here. I'm going to play the news report here. It's going to get a little somber here, guys. You know, we'll get into it. I won't give you all the details. I could read the details, but I prefer the news to go ahead and give these details here. You know, so let's get into it now. So let me go ahead and bring this in.
Ending didn't really come as a surprise to me, given the fact that he, unusually enough, he was convicted of violations of the racketeering statute, what we commonly call the RICO statute, which carries enormous penalties. So it was no surprise to me. So,
Paul, as you pointed out, prosecutors were asking for 25 years. The judge issued a higher sentence than that. Why do you think that the prosecution didn't ask for a higher sentence, considering what you said? And how often does that happen, that the judge exceeds the prosecution's recommendations?
It does happen fairly frequently. You have to remember that judges sit there through the entire trial. They are, except for ruling on objections to evidence, they form their own impressions of the evidence, of the witnesses. They're staring at the defendants. And judges do have, even in the federal courts, much more so in the state courts, judges do have discretion to exceed what we call the sentencing guidelines. And this particular judge is not known as a harsh sentencer, but she's a very attentive judge. And she must have formed some very distinct reactions to Mr. Kelly's demeanor, his constant substitution of lawyers. I think that tended to cut against him. But again, the basic principle would be that she, the judge in the Kelly case, was applying that driving force of the racketeering statute, which was not an element in Ms. Maxwell's sentencing yesterday.
Well, Kelly has replaced his legal team since he was convicted. He is now represented by the same attorney who helped get Bill Cosby's conviction overturned. What does that suggest, Paul, about his strategy?
Well, his strategy seems to be all over the place. If you look at the docket sheet, which is publicly available, Kelly has substituted attorneys with great frequency. He has a right to do that. He did it. Certainly, if he believes that by bringing in new lawyers at this late date, just before the sentencing, he's throwing a Hail Mary pass. because the record is already set. The sentencing memoranda of both sides were already submitted, and the judge had probably already made her decision. Certainly, Kelly is going to appeal. Certainly, Ms. Maxwell will appeal. But the unfortunate part for both of them is that convictions in federal court are very infrequently reversed.
And speaking of...
Now, I just want to pause for a second here. We're going to let them cook here because this is the breaking news here that just happened a few hours ago. I can't give a better description how they're going to break this down here. So we're going to let this cook and rock in here. I see you guys pouring in here and things of that nature. So one of the things that I want to explain to here as well is that he has already hired new lawyers. He is literally trying to throw out the Hail Mary here, okay? It ain't happening. It's not going to get reversed, but he's doing everything in his power to say, you know what, we're going to do what we're going to do here to figure this ish out. But this thing is locked, set, barreled, key, throw away the key, 30 years. And here's the thing. He still got the Chicago case in August, y'all. So we're going to let them get some more here. I want to get to some more of the things here. Hey, you know what, though? I got to call this out here. Come on, Alex. You a little bit too sensitive. Servant's being, y'all need to joke around and play nice. Come on, man. He's playing nice, and you being sensitive. Don't get mad at me. The tribe sees it too, bruh. I got to call it out, okay? Servant, we all play around. Everybody jokes around here, you know, and then I saw Servant's response here. Yo, we got to be easy going, guys. This is why I'm trying to create this space here, all right? So y'all play nice, okay? You know, you got, if we dish it, we got to be able to take it, guys, okay? Let's be nice. Let's be cool. But you know what, though? If we going to be a little extra, then let's go in the mute corner. All right? I'm just going to say that because I can take it on the chin. You know how many times people are calling me all kinds of names in my comment section? I just laugh it off. So the whole idea that I want to do about this channel here is let everybody know that, yo, we building, but we got to be easy going. No one called anybody out by name here. So we can go back and forth. We can debate. But, man, I can see that, you know. So just want y'all to play nice. Okay, guys? Be cool. Let's continue.
Federal court, Paul Kelly is facing a separate federal trial in Chicago for child pornography and obstruction charges there. Now,
hold on. I'm pausing here. Hey, Alex, if you're not in the mood for jokes, you can go. I'm not trying to be mean, not trying to be rude, dog. But we're all going to be joking. This is gang here. All right? I'm trying to create a mood here. All right? So if you're not in the mood for jokes, then don't comment. How about that? And then when you're ready, then come back. That's what we're going to do here. But if you're going to get that sensitive where Servant didn't even give you, you know, he didn't come for you like that. All right. So if this is a problem, you're having a bad day, then come back when it's a better day. But we're not going to have that vibe today. All right. So if you have a bad day, let's go ahead and chill out and come back when you're ready. Now let's continue.
Now that is expected to start in August. Is today's sentencing going to impact that trial at all?
It's an open question to me, quite frankly, Tanya, and I don't want to get overly technical. Kelly was acquitted by a state court on the charges for which he is now going to be tried in the federal court in Illinois. So, number one, I would have the issue as his lawyer of whether or not he was facing double jeopardy, in effect being tried twice for the same offense. And it may well be that given the sentence here in New York against Kelly, the proceeding in federal court in Illinois, in Chicago, may well disappear. I'm not making that prediction, but that does often happen.
Interesting.
Back on the situation here in New York, does R. Kelly have a route for an appeal? Do you see a basis for that, given the...
Before we get to the appeal part, Moonlight says, y'all supporting Kels? Hell no. Hell no. Let me put this out here right now, y'all. If y'all are wondering, that dude does not support R. Kelly whatsoever. I've been off the R. Kelly chain for well over a decade, okay? Hey, no support this man here. And, you know, we'll probably get into it. You know, I got the link if you guys want to chat, if you guys want to call in, we may not get to it. Who knows? But no, that dude does not support it. And you know something? I lost a lot of friends at the old barbershop I used to go to because there's so many people who I know used to talk to who says they can't separate the art. Well, they can separate the art from the act. The problem that I have is His art was the act. He was singing about his indiscretions. It wasn't a situation where he was singing about getting in with grown women and just being a sexy mofo here. No, he was talking about doing what he's doing to these young girls. Hey, we already know the songs. Seems Like You're Ready. Come on. Hey, man, age ain't nothing but a number. Hey, when I was 13, 14, that song was popping when I was there. Ain't no money. Now that I'm 40-something, hell no. So I want to say this right now. If y'all rock with R. Kelly, if y'all type of people that says, you know what, though, I still listen to his music, I can separate the art from, nah, get the fuck out. That's what I'm going to say right now. Get the fuck out. We don't support R. Kelly. I don't care if he's from Chicago. I don't care if he's the soundtrack to your infancy, whatever like that. I don't care, Alice. I don't care. You bust your first nut to R. Kelly. Get the fuck out if you support him. That's all we do here. So I want to make sure there's no, there's no blurred lines here. We don't get down with that. We don't get down with the diddlers. All right, y'all. Let's continue. Let me go ahead and get this going here.
Facts of the case.
Well, he actually has. I'll put aside the pornographic element of all of this, which is horrendous. But as a technical matter, and I don't want to, hack in the weeds, I think he may have a stronger basis for an appeal of the racketeering conviction, because essential to establishing a racketeering conviction are a few elements. But in order to do that, you as the government have to show that the victim was damaged in his or her business or property. And it seems to me from the start, a glaring omission here has been the lack of an impact. Well, I don't doubt the suffering of these young women and now grown women, but significantly omitted from the proof was what were the money damages sustained by the victims. And Kelly may have a fairly strong argument along those lines, in which case the substance wouldn't be reversed, but the case might well be sent back for the government to have another try at establishing that critical element of loss of monetary or financial loss.
All right, Paul Batista, if you could stand by for one moment. We also want to bring in CBS News national correspondent Jerika Duncan, who is outside the courthouse with more on this. Hi, Jerika. Can you give us some color on what happened today inside the courthouse when the sentencing was read?
Well, we were possibly expecting to hear from R. Kelly, but in the end, his attorney said that her client would not be giving any statements, as you guys had just mentioned, those pending cases. But the judge started off by simply saying that the sentencing of another human being was probably the hardest thing that a judge has to do, but laid out what this sentencing was supposed to reflect. The sentence, she said, must reflect the seriousness of the crime, the act as a deterrent, and protect the public from future crimes. She mentioned a number of other things, but at the end, as you just mentioned, of course, if you're just joining us, R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years in prison. The federal prosecutors were asking for an excess of 25 years, so they got what they were looking for. Meanwhile, his defense team was hoping somewhere in the range of 10 years because they felt as though the punishment did not fit the crimes that he was convicted of. Again, we're hoping to hear from some of the victims who were inside today. We know that federal prosecutors are expected to come out and address the media. Something that I thought was very interesting, because we have heard from some of these victims before during the actual testimony. 45 witnesses were called at that time back in September during that 6-week trial. But what I thought was interesting was Faith Rogers, who we first actually interviewed a couple of years ago, and said that she got an STD and unknowingly from R. Kelly when she was 19 years old, went up before the court and talked directly to R. Kelly, talked about what he did to her. But then her father wanted to address him and said, literally, I want you to look at me man to man, father to father. And he talked about his own experience as a father being abused as a young child, and empathized with R. Kelly, and basically said, we could come here today and be angry and upset, but we forgive you. We have compassion for you, and we believe that there is forgiveness in all of this if you admit to what you did. But as you heard earlier, as I was listening to you all speaking to the attorney, R. R. Kelly did not admit any wrongdoing. He had nothing to say to the numerous victims today who gave victim impact statements. But again, the judge saying that this was not a case about sex, but that it was about violence, cruelty, and control.
Jerika.
Before they continue that here, I gotta shout some things out. Hey, you're good, Moon. I wasn't coming at you, Moon. I was just saying for anybody in the chat here. So I hope you didn't take that I was coming for you. No. I just want to let everybody know where I stand. I get very animated. And very excited when that happens. Like, say, you're good, Moon. Yeah, we're good, man. You know, I'm just saying, anybody who do support him, you can go. You know, and as we move forward here, I get something to the $2 super chat by OD Gamers. Your volume is super low. You know what? I think you need to replace your device because I think my volume is very, very good, y'all. Everybody can hear me. Might need to turn check your status, bro. I appreciate the super chat though. Thank you. Supporting the tribe here. I had to go back to Mikey's one here. OMG, I just realized that 20-year-old took advantage of me. Yeah, Mike, you've been diddled. You have a case. I don't know about the statute of limitations. Hey, federal laws remove statute of limitations for diddling right now. You can go ahead and make a case if you want to bring it on her, man. Could have changed your life. Let me see here. What we got here? Ooh, the chats are coming in here pretty good. The only pissing I remember is the Dave Chappelle song skit. Oh, man, Tito, you going in on this here. Oh, my God. All right. See? Eric says my volume's good. Daniel can hear me. I swear. It's out of the thousands that can hear me good. You know, there's always a few people who can't hear me. I get it. You know, technology. We'll figure this out, guys. You can hear me cool as well. Yeah, all right. We'll figure this out, guys. Don't worry. We're going to get into this. Don't worry. He should have gotten 130 years. I feel that way, too. You know what, though, guys? Know how I feel? I don't care what you guys trying to we'll talk about it. You can throw any other white person here. Throw R. Kelly's ass under the goddamn jail. That's how I feel, y'all. Throw his ass under the damn jail. You ain't gonna catch me here with this BS here, with this dude here. What's here? What we got here, Ash? The parents need to be charged as well. Some of them welcome that sicko into their child's life for a little taste of fame and fortune. I mean, yeah, that did happen. There are some parents who did do what they did because they thought their kid could be part of that fame, that stardom, you know, and they lured their little girls to a monster. But I don't want anything to be conflicted here. Just because some of these parents may have driven to the studio or to R. Kelly's house, R. Kelly still committed these acts. Let me repeat that here, guys. Just because some of these parents are just as filthy and foul, you know, by, say, delivering them to Kells, R. Kelly still used his power and committed these acts for years and years and years. If y'all out here in Chicago, all I gotta say is this line here: rock and roll McDonald's. If y'all out here for Chicago, y'all know about rock and roll McDonald's. That was his breeding ground. He just hang out there in downtown Chicago at the Rock and Roll, and girls would just flock to him. He ain't have to say nothing. It's like just throwing dynamite in the damn pool of fish. Boom, they just come out of everywhere. So we can go ahead and have that discussion about the parents. It doesn't matter. He still committed these acts against underage kids. Let's continue, y'all.
I'm wondering, and you touched on it there just a moment ago, but what was it like inside that courtroom as that sentence was read? It's such an emotional time for these survivors. There has been so much emotion leading up to this moment. What is it that the reaction was throughout that courtroom as that sentence was read?
You know, I didn't hear any of the people who testified before, and honestly, I was in the overflow room, so I couldn't get a good look at what if any, there was an emotional reaction or anything. I didn't hear any sighs of relief or anyone say anything. But I think without a doubt, having spoken to many of these women before, there is a sense of relief and finality at these sentencings. Obviously, it first happens when the person accused of these crimes is actually convicted, and that happened last year. But now here we are facing the day of sentencing where these victims or survivors, if you will, get a chance to directly address the person that they say destroyed their lives and change the outcome of what they could have been, what they wanted to be, because of this man that they believe took advantage of them. So just to hear the emotion from them, it was intense. And again, I don't think any of us were expecting to hear from the father of somebody who was abused by R. Kelly.
Sure. Paul, if you're still there, I'm wondering if you could comment on what we just heard from Jerika, that, you know, R. Kelly showed no remorse. He had nothing to say to the victims or the family of the victims. I mean, how can that factor into, number one, the chance of an appeal, as we were discussing earlier, and number two, you know, any sort of early, obviously he has a long prison, term ahead of him, any sort of early release from prison?
This is a fascinating case study. I think that Ms. Maxwell's admission of guilt and remorse before she was actually sentenced may have alleviated her sentence to some degree. It was, in a way, an act of courage in a lifetime, and I'm speaking about Ms. Maxwell, that didn't demonstrate a lot of courage. That may have been helpful to her. Kelly's response doesn't surprise me, given the nature of the evidence that shows he was a man who was accustomed to brutality, accustomed to giving commands, and he was not going to, in his view, in his macho worldview, he wasn't going to grovel in front of a federal judge to get a lesser sentence. Had he shown some remorse, had he looked the victims in the eye and shown some remorse, he may have gotten a 25-year sentence as opposed to a 30-year sentence. And also in terms of appeal, it's a...
Wait a minute, did y'all hear that here? I had to stop that here. So if he was remorseful, judge may took off 5 years. Hey, man. Hey, let me just say this here. I get it why he's not remorseful. He gonna die in jail, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He ain't getting out. So from the sicko part, see, the one thing I like to do is that I like to analyze things from every perspective. Like, I know it's wrong, but I want to put myself in the head of that to see if I can understand, right? So you're telling me that if I admit to it, I might get 25 years. I say nothing, and you're going to give me 30. And I still got this case in Chicago here, the federal case that might be double jeopardy, but they still might try to get me on this here. Man, I'm just thinking from the mind of a criminal. I ain't gonna admit to it either, y'all. I'm not supporting our cut. I'm just thinking about the fact of a court legal proceeding here. And if I was in this case, in a situation like this, or any one of us here, are y'all gonna admit to something just to save 5 years, knowing that you got another case and you're going to jail for life? So I get it. It's a technicality. Why am I going to admit to something? I'm still trying to fight this other case, and 25, 30 years, what's the difference? In the perfect world, I get out of either 80 or 85 years old. And then one thing I want to, let me scroll back into the comments section here. I think, what do you say here, Nancy? He going to live good in jail like Goodfellas. Nah, he ain't, Nancy. Y'all don't know about that Chicago jail over there. I actually work a few blocks when I'm downtown. I'm actually not too far away from the prison that's actually in Chicago. So I don't know where he's going to be stationed at once it's all done. If he's going to be in the federal prison in New York, or they're going to have him here back home in Chicago. I'll let you know right now. That Chicago prison, that MCC unit, he ain't living like Goodfellas, Joe. He got to guard his booty. All right. You know, if he lives the rest of his days, he's got to worry about buns glazing season every night. Now, we know he's probably in protective custody, you know, everything going on, but there's going to be a period of time when all these court cases are over that protective custody, that PC is going to be gone. All right. Ain't going to be no Ray Liotta out here, rest in peace. Ain't going to be none of that for him. It's going to be buns glazing season for Kells. They're going to be singing, yeah, I think you are ready tonight. Let's go ahead, R. Kelly. Yeah. Matter of fact, I don't want to call you R. Kelly. I just want to call you Robert. He gonna have some fans in there, but there's gonna be a lot more that's gonna want to make an example out of him. So nah. Eric says you need to contact El Chapo, or El Chapo's wife. No doubt, Eric, because man, El Chapo knows how he knows how to get down. He knows how to move. MC Summon says his second home. Man, oh man. What we got here, man? Cons in the pen aren't very nice to diddlers. Yeah, that's true. Hey, I can't tell these stories best way possible. My mom's first cousin, her, so I don't know how that breaks down. It's my second or my third cousin, but he's a retired Sacramento State Prison, security guard. I forgot his actual title. He was a sergeant. He was there for like 20-something years, right? The first time I met him and we're having a conversation just about the Sacramento State Prison, the stories that he was telling me scared the living shit out of me, y'all. And he was telling me basic Tuesdays. Like, I don't know how men and security guards can work that for 20 years, all right? He was telling me some things where dudes were getting, running around, blood coming from everywhere. Within the 5 minutes, I'm like, I be in L7. You ain't gonna catch me in jail. No. They would take my virgin booty all day, every day. It would be a wrap for that dude. I heard some stories. Yeah, they don't take kindly to diddlers, y'all. But let's get back to the rest of this video here, this news story. We're going to get into it. Let's continue. Get these details.
Very, very difficult question. If you have a client at sentencing who says, in effect, I did the crime, that really almost negates any chance he has or she has of a reversal on appeal. It's a very complicated question.
Paul, I'm wondering as well, when you look at these two cases, as we're talking about, what does this potentially what message does this send to those survivors of abuse, of sex trafficking? Because we have covered, and Jerika has covered extensively, how so many times people who survive this kind of abuse are simply not believed, and how that weighs on them in even coming forward to authorities. We know there's a lag between the time that sometimes crimes occur and that the people who survive are able to come forward. Taken together now, the way that these cases have played out, what's your sense about the message that sends regarding how our judicial system views these cases and these survivors?
Well, certainly, both of these cases, I think, brilliantly demonstrate that the law is very capable of reaching back long distances to try to remedy these wrongs. It also illustrates to me that the persistence of the ladies or other victims, there could be male victims, over a course of, in several of these cases, 20 years, 2 decades, the persistence can result in obtaining justice. So the message is going to be, as difficult as it might be to finally come forward. The statutes of limitation have been broadened. You will have your chance to have justice done, to confront your abuser and try to seek justice and balance. So I think both of these cases send very strong messages to victims who may have been silenced by fear of recriminations, by fear that they won't be believed, shame. I think these are both very strong and compelling cases for victims to show strength and come forward after many, many years.
Right, and against high power.
Let me pause this here to get to Mike's question. Nah, he ain't gonna be in 26 in Cali, Mike. This is federal. The MCC unit is downtown Chicago. It's technically in the Loop. I don't remember the exact street where it's off of. I know if you're on Jackson, and I can't think if it's on Jackson and Wabash or Jackson and State. Like, can you make if you're in that area? That's the federal MCC unit for Chicago. So if he's actually going to be in Chicago, he's going to be in that unit. I actually walk past that, on my, I walk over there in my lunch break. So, if he's going to be federal here in Chicago, he's not going to be in 26 in California, because, that's where they throw everybody at. But no, this is a big case here, Mike. So they're going to put him in with all the big time offenders, So I just want to answer that question here for you, Mike. Yeah, so let's get to some other comments here before we continue this here. Sheila says, hold on. Did you say something here? I saw this one thing here. Give me 1 second, guys. Losing my thing. What's Mike talking about? Maybe he can make a song, beep, beep, poop, poop. Twin Cities, California, it's the county jail. Yep, exactly, Sheila. That's the county jail. I was looking for your comment. Yeah, this is a federal case, so he ain't gonna be with all the county and all the the Pookies and Ray Rays up at Cook County. That's where 26 is at. That's Cook County. That's the Pookies are at, no doubt. Let's see. Let's get back to this video, guys.
Empowered individuals. Well, Paul Batista, Jerika Duncan, thanks to both of you for joining us again. We want to recap for our viewers. R. Kelly has been sentenced to 30 years in prison. He's also facing more charges in August. We are waiting to potentially hear from some of the victims. If that happens, we will bring those comments to you live. For now, we're going to take a quick break. More news is next on CBS News.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to stop that part of the stream here. Let me get to some of these comments here, guys. So you guys heard that here first. Not first, but you guys are coming on, maybe getting off of work, you're on your drive home, R. Kelly getting 30 years, and that's a news report here, so he also has another case in August here in Chicago. He's 55 years old right now, so he's already served his time. He's already got years because he's been in jail since the whole case has been going on. So what, he's time served, 27 years, 28 years right now? We're not including the other case right now, so... yeah, he ain't gonna see daylight. Only daylight he's gonna see is the 1 hour of yard time. Let me get to some of these comments here. He'll be dead in 2 days. If he was in Cook County, Sheila, oh yeah. I mean, you know what though? Hold on. Let me think about this for a second, Sheila. It is Cook County. And the one thing I didn't notice is that I lost a lot of friends who support R. Kelly who are around R. Kelly's age, right? There's levels, degrees of this, right? I'm 42 years old. Now, there's like the next group of men who are a little bit older than me who, they're the same age as R. Kelly. And for whatever reason, they support him to the day he's going to go under. Like, literally, I have been told, hey, Dave, I like his music. That's what he did behind closed doors, but this is art. What about these other artists who done heinous acts? You're not going to check them out? You're not going to support them? You know what I said? Hell fucking no, I'm not supporting you. You out here diddling little kids. Don't care if the parents helped or not. I don't care if the art didn't imitate life. I cannot look at you and support you. I cannot go ahead and buy your albums or download and stream. Like, I really, to let you guys know, when the court cases finally came out and he was literally trying to fight this here, I stopped listening to his music. But I was telling folks, hey, you can do what you want to do. But when you stream his music, you're contributing to his lawyer fees right now, though, and fight this here. So I'm like, nah, I'm not going to be supporting this guy trying to fight these cases knowing we know what facts are, right? So then I have the guys come back at me saying, well, you know what? He got off of it, so he should be let go free. And you know what? I'm all about accountability, guys. I don't care about the first case out here in Chicago. Was that in 2007 when they let him go? Because all the technicalities and things of that nature, and he got off scot-free, and he was buck wild again, wilding, I don't care about that first case. What I do know is the fact that he did what he did. There's no way that I'm going to stream his music. I'm not going to watch any of his videos. I'm not going to be on Apple. I'm not going to be on Spotify. I'm not going to contribute to his fund for his lawyers to try to get out of damn jail. Okay? That's the problem that we have here, that powerful people can get away with what they're doing here. Now, there's going to be the equation that people are throwing. It's like, well, you know what, though? There are so many white, powerful people who done similar things. How come they ain't going to jail? You know what, though? That's that what if conversation, Here's what we got to remember, guys. We as black men, we are not held to the same level as any other race. So when people say about the Epsteins of the world or other power players who are also doing the diddling, and was it Epstein had his own island, where Bill Clinton and Bill Gates and all those guys were flying in and out, things of that nature. But you guys got to remember, we are not held by the same rules, not by the same laws. So if there's a little inkling where you're doing some wrong here, they're going to come and get us here. Remember, sometimes, and a lot of times, their complexion is the protection here. And as black men, we got to be squeaky clean. we have just a little bit of slither, and they gonna come for us here. Now, Kelly had enough power to get away from the first time. You know why? He was writing hits for everybody. He was writing hits for black artists, white artists, didn't matter. Even if you didn't hear him singing, he was writing it. And he was making record companies millions. These record companies are also responsible for the reason why he stayed out of jail, because as long as he was making hits, he stayed out of jail. Once we saw the decline, like every artist, everybody's gonna hit that wall where that, you know, you can only have that run and then you're gonna start falling down. Once that little run happened, that's when the cracks of his armor came about, and boom, we see this unfolding here. So I just want you guys to know how I feel about that here. You know, we got someone who hopped on the live stream here. Hold on, who we got here? Oh, snap. Hold on, wait, before I get to you, Mike, I got a super chat here. So we got a $5 super chat from Gary Stewart. Hey, man, thanks for contributing to the fun. Hey, thanks for coming on. I appreciate you. Thanks for rocking with me, man. Thank you very much, man. Hey,
What's
Mikey.
going on, man? What's going on?
Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
I'm awake, man. I'm awake.
You're actually awake. Yeah, you normally sleep around this time. You be in the pool, you know, with your little rubber ducky, you know, doing your thing.
That's right. Gotta chill with the rubber ducky, man.
Hey, man. So, hey, by the way, thanks for reminding me. I knew about the R. Kelly situation 10:30 this morning, right? But I got a full-time job, still got to work, got to pay the bills. I already had a show planned out, and you text me. It's like, hey, R. Kelly. I was like, ah.
I know, man. I'm like this. You know, we got
my man.
We got to remind each other when we see something come up, man. You know.
Hey, so what's your take on this, man? I'll just be blank with you, man. You hopped on, man, so I know you got a few thoughts.
You know, it sucks, you know, but this is the thing. It's like you look at it, you know, you talk about separation of the art to the person, right? And the thing though is we have to like address other things, right? How about Bill Cosby and his art and his personal life? And a lot of people, if you look into the Bill Cosby thing, they're still going to be like, well, he did provide a lot of scholarships and he did do this. So it's like, is it depending on the person that's doing it? Or, you know, it's like it's really weird because a lot of people still support Bill Cosby a lot of people tend to be able to separate, you know, Dr. Huxtable from Bill Cosby.
Good point. Yeah, they see the character, and you see Heathcliff Huxtable, who's, of course, I say up until Anthony Anderson was America's dad. You know, on Blackish, Anthony Anderson kind of took that title way, you know, Blackish been running for like the last 8 years before it went off. But up until that point here, you know, and we looked at Heathcliff Huxtable, Doctor, with Claire Huxtable. That was the black man was America's dad. And it's hard to separate that because we lived with that man in the 80s and the 90s of our adolescence for such a hard period of time for our age, and then for our parents who were rocking with him in the 70s and the 60s when he was building his, especially in the late 70s when he really came to his own before he got the Cosby Show and things of that nature. And then he got a different world, and like we're saying here, about all the scholarships that he provided and helping people out here. But it's one of those things like, okay, he done a lot of good. So does that good outweigh the bad when we have the facts? You know,
I think that's the thing,
and that's a tricky thing that you're about to address, right?
Yeah, that's definitely the thing. I mean, like, you know, good examples like in my realm of the woods. You know, right now I'm exposing a diddler.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did tell me about that.
Yeah, I'm like literally exposing this guy that is preying upon like young kids right now, and he has it in video of him like saying gaudy things to these children. But the thing though is he's bringing food. He's bringing, you know, cash, rice, bags of rice for the people. And so sometimes it's like, I think it's like people don't see that the person has an underlying plan of grooming someone because they need help or they admire the person. So like right now I'm being attacked left and right in my channel by a bunch of guys that be like, what are you talking about? You know, and so, you know, I mean, it's to the point that with this guy, like I literally linked up with 3 other vloggers, and we're actually reporting him into the authorities because it's really obvious. I mean, this dude and he's blatant. He's like, and just because of certain laws that exist, like, you know, a lot of people, for example, may not be aware, in the Philippines, the age of consent in the Philippines is 12 years of age until it was changed just a few years ago till 16. And so when a lot of, you know, that's why there's a lot of diddlers that goes to the Philippines, unfortunately. But the thing though is they'll use that excuse to say, well, the law states that we can, but they don't look into further of the law. Like, 12 is back in the days, yes, but 3 years max. So the oldest person that could be is 15 to get with a 12-year-old. And now that it's 16, it's 19. But a lot of like guys were making this excuse, and they're like, well, age of consent is 16 now, so there's nothing wrong. And it's like, it's messed up. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I mean, this guy no joke. I can actually make a video about this guy, because this guy is also making music, and he's talking about love and all that stuff, and he has videos. I mean,
that was the song you had sent me.
Yeah.
Is that the same? Oh,
same dude. And if you listen to his song and the videos that was going on, the pictures of these young girls, it's some messed up stuff, But it's a micro setup to like what R. Kelly is. There's people that's gonna be just not gonna believe everything. I mean, there's gonna be people with conspiracy theories, like you're taking down another strong black man and stuff like that, and this is this is unfortunately of what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. I lost a lot of people I used to communicate with at the barbershop I used to hang out in Bolingbrook, because I went hard. I looked at him and said, you got a problem if you support this man. Literally, I don't care who you are. I'm going to judge. You have a problem if you support R. Kelly. Just because he got off on the first case, we as the people can see, we have enough evidence. And he was brazen about it. He was flaunting it, especially after he got off in, was in 07, 08 with that case there. Not all of us, Rod said he didn't see the tape. Good. We didn't want to poison your virgin brain over there, Rod. But here in Chicago, we saw the tape. That girl, unfortunately, when we saw that girl, I said, that girl is nowhere close to 18. She ain't even close to 17. She ain't close to 16. How can you co-sign this here? Well, you know what, Dave, man? His music was cold. I grew up on it, man. I remember in middle school. Man, fuck that shit. Find a new song. There's all these artists out here. There's all these musicians. There's tons of dope music. Even though a lot of music is trash today, there is dope artists. You can't find another guy to listen to? Now, I get the nostalgia. You grow up to hearing certain music, but we older now. You're an adult. It's time to put childish things away. That's why I look at it, as childish things when you're actually okay with this here. To me, it brings up another mental sickness that we have in this country, because overwhelmingly, there are people who actually support this lifestyle, we can say, of grooming and going after younger girls under the age of consent, Mike. It's ridiculous, man.
I mean, like, for me, wise, when, like back in the days when that tape come out, the piss tape and everything like that, right? Thinking about that and stuff like that with they're okay, we have this evidence, that evidence. I'm like, okay, show me the ID of the girl. Nobody showed the ID of the girl, right? They were she was silent for a while. And my thing is that until it's in the courts, until he gets convicted, I'm going to say he's suspect, but that doesn't mean I can't say that, oh my God, he's a bad person right away. Just because
hey Mike, I didn't need no ID to see that girl 20 years ago. That girl, what? She looked like she was, I'd say, just, I did see it 20 years ago. That girl looked like she was just starting puberty.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate.
She looked like my niece age. My niece is just starting high school, okay? My middle niece. She looked like the same age as her. So I understand about the ID part and like that, but I'm just saying we do have our eyes. Like, there's some girls, girls like, yo, you can't tell. Like, man, you got to check your ID for some of these girls. Like, there's some girls who mature earlier, and then the people want to use that argument. And then there's some girls like, you don't need no damn ID, bruh. You couldn't let that girl even buy soda without checking her ID. That's how young she looked.
Yeah, and
so I just want to chime in on that part.
Yeah, and around that time we can actually say that. Nowadays it's like, what the F happened to 14-year-old girls? It's like, you really have to card girls now. It's like, it's different. It's different now. And you know what? Sucks to be the men. Like the younger guys who makes the wrong decisions, who were not taught by their fathers. I mean, common sense, plain and simple. It's age divided by 2 plus 9. People need to understand that that's the youngest you should date. But guys don't want to subscribe to that, right? So guys like, what do you mean, think about it. If you're 18 divided by 2, that's 9 plus 9 equals 18. The youngest you should date is straight up an 18-year-old. And I've had that conversations with my father at a young age. You know, when I was 18, unfortunately, I dated somebody who was 21 when I was 16. But you know, that's the thing right there, and it's unfortunate, man. It's like, and you do see it. And the thing though is, you have to look at it is that there's just some men that support men. It's like, and they there's just guys that allows these things to continue, and it is unfortunate. And I've been in barbershop talks, and you do hear it happening in barbershop talks. Like guys be like, man, I got myself a young girl, man, and all that stuff. And you're just like, what the F is going on in here? You know, so guys do talk about this. And this is the problem where a lot of men are not speaking up, you know, and it's not about, you know, bad people doing bad things, but good people letting bad people do bad things is the worst thing ever, you know? So I don't know.
Hey, before we go further here, Gary's through with another $5 super chat. I rock with you, Dave. Keep up the great work, bruh. Hey, man, let's keep this party going, man. That's what I'm talking about, Gary. Keep rocking in and keep pouring in, man. Keep commenting, man. That's what I'm talking about here, man. This community is growing, Mike. We got it.
You are, dude. Here. You are. I mean, I see some of the boys in here, like D Webb's in the house here, you know, straight up, man. So
yeah, some of y'all people's like, yo, man, I got turned on by from Mike, man.
I appreciate
it. This big old circle, man. I got some people that's coming onto your channel. Some people coming.
That's how it is, man.
Yeah. That's
supporting people, man. That's what up.
Hey, Blackbird says, meanwhile, Weinstein's still walking around free. He gonna have his day. Weinstein's going down. Trust me on that. It's when that court case comes about, he's getting his as well. Cause here's the thing with him, he has a lot of angry white women.
Can't have those.
That moves the needle more than the angry black women, unfortunately, and the victims of black women. When you have white victims, people, that moves the needle a little bit more. He had more money than R. Kelly, reason why he was able to do his things a lot longer. But like I said, he got caught up in the Me Too. You know, we know we're questioning Me Too now, but he got caught in the heart of it here. So he's free right now. Wait till his trial.
Amber Heard supports him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I get the skin of the color and stuff like that. But in the end, fellas, it's about money. Mm-hmm. I mean, Kelly, you know, got this far just because he had enough money to keep on postponing stuff, right lawyers, all that stuff.
The music labels.
Money.
Here's the thing. Here's the one thing we got to understand. During the whole time when he was going through his first case and he got free, he was writing for artists like Pink, you know, every R&B artist you can think of, doing the Jay-Z albums. It doesn't matter if you a black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Filipino. He wrote for everybody, and them labels were making millions just by him penning a couple of choruses. His name behind it. Matter of fact, Drake's album last year, he sampled R. Kelly. Didn't realize it was an R. Kelly sample, and they rolled him the riot act saying, take this song off your album. He was like, I didn't know he even had the artist. The people didn't know behind the scenes that he owned the masters to the particular song he sampled. But, you know, even to the point of, yo, you sample a song, you know, you're looked at as filthy when Drake was going through that. And I get Drake's arguments. Like, I didn't even know he even owned the song.
But, in with that statement, for example, that happening, does that mean that you don't support Drake anymore?
Oh, I support Drake, unless he does some diddling here. But now we're going to the weeds now, Mikey. Because,
which is exactly.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, so that's when you start getting into the weeds. It's like, you know what though? He made money off R. Kelly, so in a sense now he sampled that because that's R. Kelly's material. So of course R. Kelly's making money for his defense fund, like I was talking about earlier. So you could throw that back at me saying that, hey, you know what, though, Dave, you're still supporting him, but. That's the tricky thing about the music game behind the scenes. If you don't know who owns the publishing, if you don't know who owns the masters, you know, the one thing I can see is the vocals. I can see the immediate albums. The behind the scenes stuff, that's the one thing that I can't comment on because I support Drake. You know what I'm saying? He even admitted he didn't know who owned the masters until it went to the business part of it to get everything cleared. It's like, oh, damn, R. Kelly owns this. It's like, this is a hot song, though. What are we going to do? And they got it cleared. You know, and it's a hot song. So that's the weeds though you're talking about. Yeah, that's the tricky part, Mike.
And that's the sucky part. It's like where does it end? Where does it start? Where you know, and so that's where the conversation has to go. And that's when it starts getting tricky.
Hey,
you know,
Bill's in the house.
What's up, Bill?
Bill Cosby says R got done dirty.
Bill's gonna say later on he should have done what I did, where they don't remember.
He's still here. Hold on. Anyone for some Quaaludes?
See, that's what I'm saying. At least he did it how I did it.
Hey, you know what though? My tribe is going big. I had Donald Trump here the other day. I don't know if you saw that, Mike. Hey, he came in. He's like, that dude, you're doing such a great job. I love your YouTube channel. You know, and so I was like, yo, I got Trump. And now I don't know if this is a good space to have these guys come on my channel. You know? Because Cosby's like, because you know, I got Quaaludes with you, that dude. Dog.
Jello pudding.
I don't know if I want all these big heavy hitters on my channel now, guys.
I know, right?
Know.
That's hilarious. Like I you know, just like people have like their extra handles like this. It's just like, you know, surprising. I'm like, I can't even like transfer from one account to the other, but some dudes have it, man. That's awesome. I'm like, all right.
I know, man. I'm like, yo, I mean, y'all got that toggle game good here, you know? I mean, like, I'm trying over here to do some other things for my show here, and it's like, okay, I got
up,
you.
man.
I got you, but
anyways, man, I gotta go, man. I just want to
Yeah.
come by and support, say what's up to everybody. Thank you so much for supporting my boy Dave and everything like that. But it's a touchy subject, man. This is some crazy stuff that goes on, man. So, but I'm cooking right now, so.
Are you cooking?
Yeah, I'm cooking, man. So I gotta go. I smell
right,
it.
Man. Peace out.
Peace. Later, man. Later, guys.
Peace. My man Mikey here, joining on here. Support his channel, Mike Philippine Journey. That's my man, 50 grand. Support his channel. In High Road, Dave was the debate king. Okay, MC Summit. Isn't Bill Cosby in jail right now? No, Nancy. Bill's out. Bill walking these streets. Bill out here wilding, yo. Hey, Bill free. I mean, that's why he's commenting here. He up here in YouTube. He ain't got nothing. I mean, Camille ain't around right now, you know, so he got nothing but time. Yeah, Bill's out. Bill in these streets, Joe. What we got here? Now I want a Jello pudding pop. Me too, man. I think I got my food set up for this live stream's over, so I got my dinner. I might need to go to the store and get some Jello pudding pops for a little dessert. Duh. Y'all gonna clip that and make fun of me. I don't care. I didn't look at the Kelly video. I knew what he was up to. Yeah, up into some young girls, unfortunately. See you around. That's right, Daniel. That's right here. Yeah, so I had to bring that to the forefront, guys, because R. Kelly, he ain't getting out. You know, and I say what I say. I stand on it. It's a tricky subject because him being a musician and his tentacles in the music game for so many years as far as what's going on. You know, even to the point, like, we knew it. We have all the facts of Aaliyah. We have all the facts of Aaliyah, you know? And if y'all still rocking with him after that, you know, it's like, whoa. And here's the sad thing, right? I like that Aaliyah album, right? And it's hard to listen to it because I know he wrote all those songs for her. Now, maybe some people look at things differently, but me personally, if I know that you've done something that is heinous, I like using that word heinous. It doesn't sound good when you say that heinous. Like, ooh, Dave, really? But if you do something so foul, you know, something that's so out of pocket, how can I support you? How can I invest in you? Same thing for me, guys. If I was involved in this stuff here, I would expect you guys to rock on my YouTube channel. No. And I don't want anybody who's doing these things that we know about to rock up their YouTube channel, whatever their art they doing. Because one thing we have to remember is that they are still kids. They may act like they're adults. They may look like they're adults. And we ID them and they're still minors. That's what they are. Their brains are still not developed. They doing things because they're seeing what society is doing. We're seeing what's on TV. We're watching Love and Hip Hop. We're watching Basketball Wives. You know, we're watching all these janky shows on VH1, all these reality shows that comes on here, and little girls are thinking this is the right way to live. This is what they're emulating. This is what they're showcasing. And then they have the older girls who are actually living this kind of lifestyle, you can say. They're the same age as these Basketball Wives, and none of them are wives. You know, Love and Hip Hop, when there's nothing love about it. You know, and they're out here and they're seeing the imagery that we have on TV. And then all we're doing is just brainwashing each other to watch this thing here. And we're seeing our community just saying that, oh, this is okay, these young girls. Nah, it's not cool, y'all. And I'm gonna say this here. R. Kelly deserves to be under the jail. He needs to be under a rock. He shouldn't see daylight ever again. And here's another thing too. The people who helped him get away with it needs to be in jail as well. Now, several of his handlers are turning over state's evidence. Is the reason why we're here now. One of his managers is, has been behind the scenes and getting up all the details, and he still may get about 5 or 10 years, right? Here's one thing I want to add. I don't want to leave anything out. The people who supported him, his road manager, his handlers, the flunkies, the Pookie and Ray Rays that be all around Chicago in his studio, the guys who knew what was going on when he put the bed in the back room and like in Studio B when none of those little girls weren't 18 years old. All of them needs to be put under a jail as well. Okay? All of them. Plain and simple. It's crazy, y'all. Hey, let me get some of these chats here, guys. What you got here? Okay, just checking before I time out. No trolls. Okay, Nancy. What we got going on here? Okay, look like somebody's asking for support here, but I'm not posting on the screen here, guys. The issue with Bill was the evidence. A friend of mine lived near a high school that Kelly used to visit. Kenwood is the high school in Chicago, Eric. Kenwood Academy is where he made his rounds. That's where he did most of his dirt. There's a whole bunch of girls who were underage then who are grown now who got many R. Kelly experiences at Kenwood. He would just sit out there, park dolo when kids come out of school, and man, it'll be on and popping. Kenwood Academy and Rock and Roll McDonald's. Those were the two stomping grounds where at if he had an itch, that's where all he needed to do is go to. And it was like, man, easy fishing for him, unfortunately. I hate to say it like that. Lord have mercy. Now you over here cracking up here. So I think I'm done with R. Kelly for right now, guys. I'm going to move on here. So if you guys want to still talk about R. Kelly, you guys can cam up. I have the link pinned to the top here. If you're done with R. Kelly here, we'll move on here. We're only an hour and a half into the stream here. I'm feeling kind of good right now. We'll keep the show going. But I'm not going to move on just yet. But so if you guys got anything to add about R. Kelly, I'll give you guys a few seconds here to post here or cam up. Let's do this here. I'm going to do this. And just in case, there's the link. If you guys want to cam up. But I'll give you guys a few seconds and then we'll go on to the next topic. And if you're wondering, this is tea today, y'all. I got to get back on my tea kick. I love my teas here. So this whole thing is not tea. So don't think I'm over here drinking all of this and I got to piss like a Russian racehorse later. That's not happening. This is not full. Just letting you know. What we got? Oh, hey, what's going on, Jurgen? Thanks for coming on, man. The weirdo stay in jail. I just think that the public attention is wrong. He ain't getting out. He don't need to get out either. He does not need to get out. So you know what I think I'm going to do, guys? Okay, we're done with R. Kelly. Hold on. Let me see what you got here, Nancy. Dave, checked on that help. Pineapple. Okay. The show's not over. We're going to keep it moving here now, guys. Next subject here. Oh, hold on. Y'all still chatting about it. Hold on. Bill got out because the second prosecutor broke the deal the first projected made with him. But the Me Too family trash had to get involved. Yeah, that's right. There was some issues with the first trial back in 2007 there. And plus, it happened here in Chicago. I mean, R. Kelly could do no wrong. Remember Boondocks did the episode on it, one of the very first Boondock episodes. And that episode happened before the R. Kelly case actually is done. They predicted that. You had a case like that, R. Kelly in Chicago, where that anybody who makes it big in Chicago, they always leave. R. Kelly made it big and came back. Unfortunately, came back into the wrong areas what we got going on right now. So, yeah, you're right about that. What we got here? Kenneth Jones says, I guess my phone is too old. I can't join. Yeah. Sorry about that, Kenneth. Eric's like, BET Awards. Yeah. Let's do a little Corey Holcomb, y'all. Let's talk about Corey Holcomb. Let's do this transition. All right, let me get my stuff together, guys. So, let me get rid of some of this other clutter I got on my screen here. We're done with R. Kelly. Let me get rid of that. No more R. Kelly. So we're gonna go, the original thumbnail, I wanted to talk about Corey Holcomb. You know, so he actually has his 5150 show. And this was actually yesterday that he recorded his 5150 show. And so I saw some clips this morning. I was like, you know what, I want to talk about Corey Holcomb here. And you want to know something? I've actually never reacted to Corey Holcomb. Like, there was a few times I saw some of his videos, especially during the D.O. Hughley Monique situation. That was very hot, right? Because he's another comedian, and for him to chime in with all these comedians here, he had a great level of insight. And the one thing that he did was he went hard at Monique, right? Monique did not want that smoke. You know what she said in her rebuttal? She's like, Corey Holcomb, get yours, baby. Get yours. You know, so he was out here he was talking, and Monique did not want that smoke from him. So yesterday, he had his show, and he was talking about the BET Awards and Lizzo. So I was literally watching this here, and what I want to do is for my tribe and anybody who are Corey Holcomb's fans, and if y'all know him, Chicago Stand Up, I think he's from Maywood. I've been supporting Corey Holcomb since, man, I saw him first live on New Year's Eve 2010 going to 2011. He was opening for Kevin Hart. And let me just say this here. He came on the stage at the Chicago Theater with a fifth of Henny, and half the bottle was already gone. I felt sorry for all those black women sitting in the first few rows. The first 20 minutes was a destroy session of black women. He was drunk off the Henny, and it was ooh-wee. So I just want to preface that I've been supporting Corey Holcomb for a long time. Chicago Stand Up. You know, he's always out here at in Schaumburg at the Chicago Improv. I gotta see when he's coming back in town again so I can support that brother. So I want to react to a few clips from his show yesterday, but I want to jump to like the middle of the show because I never reacted to him before. So I just want to let you know what kind of person I am here while I'm picking this part of the video. Never reacted to Corey Holcomb before. Never done any content with him before. This is my first time here. So let me pull up the video. I know some people don't like him. Yeah, it's like, he's too aggressive for me. Yeah, I know some women gonna feel that way. I know some women gonna feel that way. Let's go pull this up here. Where are you at, Corey Holcomb? Here we go. All right, we're gonna get into Corey here. I gotta play this first part here because just to let you know what kind of guy I am here. And just for other content creators. Now, I have not watched reaction videos to Corey Holcomb. Like when people do reaction videos, I just go straight to him. I don't need to see any reaction videos to Corey Holcomb. He's just raw. You know what I'm saying? I just need to get straight to the point with him. So I'm playing this part here. This is for other content creators. If y'all rock with me, and if y'all want to react to Corey Holcomb, this is a little bit of word of advice for him. So let me play this clip here.
You can speak on it because speaking on it means something. Because most of these guys on the internet, they scared to speak on it. I see all these busted motherfuckers breaking down my show. And you know what they do?
Huh.
Even when I curse, they take the cursing away from me.
Talk about the censor your shit?
Know what I'm saying? Like, they want a clean, edited version of them watching my show. So like, motherfucker, bitch, shit.
Oh.
If they was recording this, they'd take that part out. What a bitch you are. You taking me away from me for the dollar, but think you better. Like you don't curse. Oh, I don't curse on YouTube because if you curse on YouTube, you can't make no money. You a bitch. How the fuck you stealing my clips and taking the cursing away from me? Like I'm like you. What a fucking joke you busted motherfuckers out. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all lives ain't shit. Y'all scared to be who you are.
Hold on, let me pause that here, y'all. This is Corey Holcomb, Chicago's own. Stand-up comedian, actor. This is my first time reacting to his content here. So for anybody here who's a content creator, and if anybody who's best friends with content creators, and you know they done the Corey Holcomb stuff here, he's calling y'all out. I don't know who you are. He's calling you guys out. I want you to know, Corey, I'm from here, from Chicago too as well. I ain't editing nothing from you. What's the point of reacting to Corey Holcomb and then editing him? All right. Either you're going to take Corey Holcomb raw or you don't take him at all. So let this continue here, y'all. He going in.
And that's true, by the way.
But then act like something wrong with me.
I mean, that's not true, by the way. Because I cuss all the goddamn time. They monetize my videos. So, nigga, that's false. Nigga, people keep saying that shit.
Yeah,
What
but
do
some,
And I be
What do
talking
they
about
do?
some crazy shit, huh?
What do they do to your videos?
They don't
not yet, Marcus.
they don't demonetize my video.
Not yet.
Huh? What do you mean not yet?
Not yet. Give some time.
No, I request reviews. I have to request reviews, and they review it, and then they
Why
monetize
do you
my
think
shit.
they don't monetize your shit?
No, they do monetize.
I
my
mean, why
shit.
do you think they monetize it?
I don't know, cause I be cussing like a motherfucker. You know I be cussing.
That's the point I was trying to make.
Maybe they're not.
I'm
maybe
not
they're not
here
threatened by you. See what
to
I'm saying?
make sponsors happy. I haven't got to that point yet. Maybe one day it'll be a point where I might be like, well, let me watch in my mouth and so eyes don't get cut off. So maybe it might get to that point but I'm on the motherfucking internet. Motherfucker, ain't nobody financing me but the people. The people motherfucking look out for me and help me pay these motherfuckers to do this goddamn show. Mother fuck not cussing. I don't give a fuck about your commercials anyway. I don't want my people to have to watch your garbage ass commercials to watch my show. So all you little fuck boys sitting at a desk running through my clips, taking out the cursing out my motherfucking mouth, use a bitch ass nigga for that. You, boy, y'all motherfuckers, y'all some cake ass niggas in this world. Y'all want to be accepted so bad, and you never gonna get accepted anyway. Your son is gonna tell you, what's the little booty short nigga name?
The saucy nigga.
Saucy. Daddy, I want a saucy baby doll.
Stop
A saucy dog.
with the fuzzy boo.
Because you ain't got the guts to tell your son, that's a fuck nigga right there, boy. You don't need to act nothing like that motherfucker. And if you do, I'ma disown you. That's how the real daddies used to speak. Boy, don't come in my house with that shit. You take that shit out, that's from your mama's side of the family.
And see, that is his opinion. Nowadays, you just cannot even express yourself. You can't, and people just get so, it's like, okay, you can't just go like how parents used to in the days teach you, like, don't care what he says, go on, do you. And, but people can't nowadays. They super sensitive, and you see what he's talking about? That's the man's opinion.
I'm not sensitive. I'm
You
speaking from
definitely are not.
the point of goddamn human values. When your son got on booty shorts and high boots and glittery hair dancing on TV like that, your son is part of the game.
Let me pause that here and get to the comment section here. So for anybody who's wondering, I fucked hard body DSI with Corey Holcomb. Ain't no editing here. All right? I ain't gonna edit Corey because you're not getting the true Corey if you out here trying to edit him. Then don't react to him. All right? I'm not calling anybody out. I have not watched any, this is a fact. I have not watched any videos of people reacting to Corey. I've seen those videos and they come on my timeline, but I don't click on them. If I hear about something, I'm gonna go watch 5150, That's how I am. Some people want to see those reactions of him. And I get it. So I'm gonna add Corey to my repertoire here, but I want people and fans of Corey to know I ain't editing Corey. I don't care about the YouTube algorithm in this part here. If I choose to do a Corey Holcomb video, I know what the ramifications are. It's gonna be a whole lot of curse words. It's gonna be a whole lot of fucks and shits and balls, okay? And booty shorts and all that other stuff like that. And you know what, Corey? I rocks with you, man. He's raw and unfiltered. And you wanna know something about Corey? He is the man who speaks like most of here, but is scared to say it. Yeah, he is that raw sensory in our brain that want to say these things, and he is just that dude who's willing to say it. Oh my God. Let me get some of these chats here before I get it going here. Let me get more into this video. Kenneth says, I warned my wife a week in advance about Corey. I said, baby, he's raw and he's gonna make you angry. Hey, man, I took my girl when we first started dating back then for that New Year's Eve comedy show, Corey Holcomb. And I saw her face and every woman in there, if you weren't already a Corey Holcomb fan, ooh, it was some uneasiness. Matter of fact, he went so hard that even though Kevin Hart came and brought it down to like the G level, PGG level, man, the damage was done. You gave Corey Holcomb about an hour, drunk as hell. Oh, Vega, you joined the chat, man. What's going on? 30 years, damn. What's up, chat? Hey, you missed the first part here. You're going to have to rewind like the first hour and a half, man, about R. Kelly, man. We're moving on to Corey Holcomb now. It's the Corey Holcomb section of the show here. Man, I'll put this back up here. Mark, I didn't get updates. Sorry. I'll comment. God love you, Dave, and your family. Facts. Hey, thanks, Mark, man. Appreciate you joining and supporting, man. Eric says he was talking about the agenda he sees in the industry to emasculate black men. He's right. We're going to get a little bit into this here. I want to talk a little bit more about this here in this video here. Not the whole thing. This whole show is 2 hours long here that he did. I can't do the whole 2 hours. I got a few parts here that I want to break down here. Red Pill big time. Hey, him and Patrice O'Neal as far as the comics of Red Pills. Patrice O'Neal being the godfather of this here, Let me fast forward to another part here. Let me go a little bit further here. All right.
Talking about just on his show. I never see Country Wayne going around say, fuck shit, bitch, whatever. Right. It's a lot more respectable when Country Wayne do a show and don't curse. But I'm talking about all these fuck stool pigeon ass niggas who don't curse because they want a YouTube thing.
Oh.
Man, y'all motherfuckers, I despise you bust ass niggas.
Oh.
Y'all niggas make my ass itch.
Oh.
Yeah. They cuss on stage though. The one saying the one who told me that.
I know, man. It's like, man, you be the motherfucker you gonna be. Be the motherfucker you gonna be, Marcus. If somebody give you some advice that worked for you and you glad you did it, that's one thing. But just like the motherfuckers who was like, oh man, you Corey Stool Pigeon. Them motherfuckers are jealous, dog. Wow. You ain't never told me who said it. I always try to forget it. But I know it's a hoe ass nigga that smiled with me. I know it's a hoe ass nigga that smiled with me that told you, oh, you Corey's I forgot
sidekick.
You Corey's sidekick.
Oh, I thought I was. Not really.
That's a hoe ass nigga that smiled with me without you saying something. Cause it take a hoe ass nigga to say some shit like that.
Like that, yeah. What was that?
Ooh, he was going in. I just have to put that part here about the YouTube channels. I'm not coming for y'all, for any content creators. Okay, guys? I'm the new guy in this game here. I've been here for 4 months, knocking on 5 right now. But Corey Holcomb goes hard. His 5150 channel is doing big things. See, last time I checked here, let me pull this up here. He has 246,000 subscribers to that channel. He got 250,000. All right. That video alone that I'm talking about here, that this dropped yesterday, is already at 42,000 views. Hey, Corey's going to give it to you how he's going to give it to you. This is Corey. This is who he is. Okay? So if you worried about the YouTube algorithm, if you worried they're using too many curse words, you worried about, the monetization and the ads being generated for your video, then Corey ain't the guy to react to. But Corey, if you see that your people see it here, Chi-Town stand up, I ain't editing you. No, I will not do this here. I'm on YouTube and I'm doing me here. We're here for entertainment, for the fun. We building up. He has some red pill material straight up. You might not like it. Maybe too raw for some of y'all. But if you're going to go ahead and be a content creator, if he's telling you this is me and who the fuck are you, then y'all need to listen to him because you're disrespecting this man and his content. And I'm not going to do that here. Corey, you getting your content, I'm going to do it just the way you're doing it here. Ain't no cuts here. Just got to put that out here, y'all. Nate says, smash the like button, subscribe, and share. Yeah, y'all, come on. Subscribe and share, like. Help me with the YouTube algorithm, all right? Corey, all the curse words made it kind of decrease the algorithm a little bit. Yo, like it and bring it back up. Come on. Hey, what's going on, Chucky? What's good with you, TDND? Yeah, I'm good, man. It's Wednesday, man. I'm here rocking with y'all, having a good time here. We talked about R. Kelly. We're moving on to Corey Holcomb here right now. Love Corey, man. Hey, yeah, I do too, man. Hey, have a few drinks and watch him live, man, and it's on and popping. I wish I could have seen Patrice live. Me too. Man, we lost him too soon, man. That dude, he was a beast, man. I wish we had him as well. Man, Let's see here. And I'm one of his subscribers. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So what I want to do here from this video here is that the original thumbnail, Nancy caught it. I was going to talk about his comments regarding the BET Awards. Reason why I wanted to do the original video is because, like I said, on Monday, we were talking about how BET acknowledged Kevin Samuels, a network TV, award show, acknowledged a social media influencer. I didn't see this happening whatsoever. The irony how we had last week when Amanda Seals wanted to come out against him. We've seen so many people that want to disgrace this man, want to talk about him, want to speak ill about him, even in depth, when they didn't even have that kind of energy when he was alive, because they knew they couldn't compete with him. They couldn't have dialogue with him. They knew that they couldn't have a conversation to fit their narrative and agenda. But so now that he's passed away, they can speak freely, and it's like, okay, whatever. So the idea that BET acknowledged Kevin Samuels, it was like, wow, that is something else. And like what O'Shea said in his video, shout out to O'Shea Jackson, it showcases that even though BET caters to a female base, remember, BET, if I go ahead and pull up BET's programming right now, it is catered to women. But Kevin's message was so profound, he couldn't be denied. Whoever's behind the scenes of that award show saying, you know what, though, he passed away, you have to add him on here. He was doing his thing here, and he couldn't be denied. So we were all saying, hey, shout out to BET. BET recognized Kevin Samuels. All right. But they did one good thing, but now we got to come back to reality, because who we're talking about? We're talking about BET. So before I get into it here, hold on here. I think I got let me see here. Hey, Z, man, thanks for the super chat. I got to recognize super chats when they come in. $4.99. Thank you, man. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. I got to recognize super chats, y'all. When they come in, they take first priority. So thank you, Z, for pouring into me. Man, I rock and respect you, man. You've been here for a while, man. You keep pouring in. Thank you, man. Thank you. And like you said, hit the like button and subscribe. Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, Z. I appreciate it. So when BET recognizing Kevin Samuels, it's like we got to come back to normal now, because BET, what does that stand for? Black Entertainment Television. But black people do not own Black Entertainment Television. They're owned by Viacom, who dinged me the other day when I tried to show 15 seconds. But who's Viacom own? Over half the channels you see on your regular network terrestrial TV here, especially the likes of MTV, VH1, think Country Music Channel, CMT, the whole gambit. Viacom is the big business. They're the big boys. So Black Entertainment Television, but is it really Black Entertainment Television for us today? We were talking on our live stream a couple of days ago how we remember the old days of BET. We can go down the old shows. Teen Summit, Video Soul, Rap City in the Basement, with Big Tigger and Big Les. We had Sherry Carter and Donnie Simpson. Saturdays you had Caribbean Rhythms, going on there. You had a lot of good programming that was for the pop culture, but also that was educational in teaching and thought-provoking. The original BET, that started it all when we watched the programming that was good for us. And then, of course, on Sundays, you had nothing but church. Nothing but them church days. You had 6 days of whatever, and then Saturday night, late nights, of course, you had your grimy videos. But we had good programming. So I want to bring it to the tribe right now and ask you guys, before we get into Corey's comments here, do you guys watch BET now? Do you know the program that's on BET now? Do you guys rock with BET? So let me give you guys a few seconds here. I'll look at the comment section here, Let me see what you guys talking about here. 106 in Park, right. That was the original 106 in Park. I love that show before it went off, when they had Bow Wow on there called Mr. 106 in Park. I wasn't rock. I was a little bit too old, I guess, for me then. Bow Wow's not too much younger than me, but yeah, 106 in Park was a good show. I watched it in the beginning days. Was it AJ and what was her name? Big Booty. Oh, I can't think of her name right now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Free. AJ and Free. Yeah. So do you guys watch BT now? Just kind of curious to the comments section. I'll give you guys a few seconds here before we pick it back up here. So does anybody in my tribe watch BET? Okay, I see somebody here. Someone needs some help here. This is not that kind of channel here, whoever that person is. You're asking for help, and we're trying to be entertainment here. I'm sorry, no weapon. It's not that channel. I feel bad for you, or I don't know if you're even trolling here, but unfortunately, this is not the platform for this here. I apologize. So that's something what you're doing with derailing my show. So just want the mods to know, like, yo, we can't do nothing for you here. I apologize today. Not trying to be mean, but this is what we're doing here. Z says, like I said the other day, I can't watch BET because it's 4 minutes of show and 6 minutes of commercials. All right, Z. I agree with that. BET was more of the 90s. Watch it, but now I don't. Gotcha. Let's see here. Yeah, free, Kenneth. Yeah, I had a brain fart. It was free. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewind the clip back to Jess Martin. And let me do this here, guys. Let me pull this up here. Like, if I go to BET right now, let you know what kind of program is on BET as we speak here. So I still have cable. So BET's on the dial here. I'm just kind of curious, like, if we were here, if we were at home and like you guys were at my crib and I say, hey, what's on BET right now? Let's take a look here. All right, I'm on my app here. Show called Ambitions. I heard of that show. It got canceled. All right, so there's a show called Ambitions that's playing on a Wednesday night. Carl Weber's The Family Business. I heard this show. Never watched it. Y'all watch this show? Y'all know anything about this? And I scroll over. What else we got here? Tyler Perry's Sisters. Now, that is the one thing I know for a fact. I don't watch Tyler Perry's programming on TV shows. I tried to watch one episode of one show, and it was so horrible. I'm like, man, Tyler Perry, you've been in the game for this long. You can't hire no better writers. But Tyler Perry, I think, has an ownership stake in BET Plus. So he has a gang of shows now, not just on OWN TV, but more over to BET Plus, and now they're bleeding into the regular programming of regular BET scheduling here on your dial here. So Tyler Perry programming. I never watched it. I've seen like commercials, but yeah, Tyler Perry's Sisters. Okay, here's another show coming on later tonight. It's starring Eva from America's Next Top Model. She used to be on Housewives of Atlanta. Eva Marcel. All the Queen's Men. A show I think that she's supposed to be like a female pimp or a madam, and men do, you know, and she's running the show and they're like in this blockbuster type of action type of show. I saw a commercial, but they're catering to the female audience. You can see All the Queen's Men, Sisters, you know, Ambitions. These are all, there's nothing here that showcases anything for men programming here. So let's scroll across here. And this is just for Wednesday night. Then, of course, then you have late night in the mornings where they have reruns of Martin and reruns of Celebrity Family Feud. That's your BET programming for Wednesdays and in the morning times here. Oh, and don't forget reruns of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So that's BET if you were to turn on to the dial today and tomorrow here. What we got here? What we got here? What are you saying here, Z? Tyler Perry does have a lot of content on BET. Yeah, he has ownership in BET Plus. So he's just churning out shows. I try to watch a few minutes of some of these shows. They're bad, y'all. If you're a person like me, I say I'll at least give something a watch. I'll sit there so I can critique it. But if you tried, I was forced to myself for 10 minutes. I was like, do y'all even try to write these scripts? Like, how do you act? If I'm not an actor and I can recognize the scripts are horrible, how are these actors feeling like, yo, long as the check clears, I'm good? You know, so that's how they feel about it. So what I'm going to do is, because I brought that up, the back channel about BET, Corey Holcomb has some choice words to say about Lizzo and the BET Awards. So let me wind that back here. We're going to react to that here. All right, give me 1 second here. Let me find the spot here. All righty. Whoops. Missed my spot. I think I'm there now. And all righty. Here we go, guys.
Let BET know you have completely, you have contributed to the destruction of black family. People don't know. A group of Caucasians own BET, and they said you can't do this kind of music on there, but you can do this kind of music on there. Fast forward to 2022. All I know is I was working in Orlando. Thank you, Orlando, for coming out to see me this weekend. And we was in the green room, and I could not believe the display of dysfunction that they started them awards with. First of all, they gonna call me a fat basher, but I will give Lizzo credit. She found the most mobile, obese motherfuckers in LA. All of the descendants of Rerun from What's Happening.
Descendants of Rerun.
She found them and put them together and had a fat people dance.
I ain't even seen it.
I didn't see the whole thing either. I just saw certain tidbits that I wanted to see.
She had all big people dancing, so she don't look as bad as she looked when she up there singing with skinny people. It was brilliant. I give you all the credit in the world. That was different. That was different. That was the big mobile.
Oh, wow.
Started the show with the big mobiles, the big people.
She started the show.
A whole bunch
She
of,
performed,
oh
right?
my God. Yeah, she performed. The girl can sing.
You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna bring Lil's performance up here. I'm not getting dinged by Viacom again. What I did do, because I was watching Corey Holcomb here, what he's talking about, what I'm gonna do is I found an article from Pitchfork. I'm gonna post that link in the chat here so you can see what he's talking about here. So let me go ahead and bring this article and put this in the chat, guys. Whoops, let me do this here. Whoops, didn't get it here. Hold on, give me 1 second. Didn't want to copy. There we go. And then we go here. All right, so that's the link here for the Pitchfork article. And in the article, there's actually the Lizzo performance here. So here's what I'm going to do here. Let me do this here. Just so you guys can see how Lizzo looks at what he's talking about here if y'all don't click on the link here. So let me do this. Share. All right, we'll come back to that. And this is what Corey's talking about here. I'll make myself. That's how Lizzo looked. That's the article I just put in the chat here. So you guys can go ahead and scroll down. I'm not going to put it up here because I'm not getting dinged. But if you guys scroll down, this is the performance part here that he's going to be talking about here. So let me go ahead here. And now let's get back to Corey here. All righty. Let's do this here now. All right, we got it back here. Let me get some of y'all chats before I pull it up here. Sounds awful. I don't know. We gotta call that out. Dave is right. That's what we would call deadbeat father, right? What are you talking about, servant? Did I miss something here? Deadbeat father. I missed something here, guys, on that one. All right, let me see here. Y'all cracking up with Corey here. Jack says, gigantic disco ball. Oh, come on, Z. Why you doing this to me here, man? I'm gonna pull Corey back up here. I got greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, hams, lambs, hogs, mog, chicken, turkey, stuff, you name it. Oh, yeah. Man, I can't wait to eat after I get done talking to y'all here. Y'all got me hungry right now. Let's go back to Corey here, y'all.
Oh, no, yeah.
Ain't nobody saying that
Yes.
Blizzo can't sing. But if you force the big agenda, it's going to do the same thing that's happening with the fruit booty agenda. Because after Lizzo's song, On Everything I Love, they had a big old bag of sugar man twerking in booty shorts from the back on TV.
I forget his name. What is Saucy
Whatever his name is.
with the green?
Santana dude?
Whatever his name is. Are you serious? Black people, look, they took the game. They took hip hop and R&B and the soul culture, and they turned it into a circus.
Oh, man.
I'm not.
Isn't it a circus, y'all? I had to pause that here because this was the BET Awards, right? You know, so hold on, let me get to some of these tracks. Y'all, I'm gonna get into this here. Y'all laughing at the fruit booty. Freelancer, I came in late. What happened to R. Kelly? He got 30 years, bruh. If you rewind back, man, you see the first part. I got the video here or catch the playback. 30 years, man. R. Kelly got 30. Yo, TND, have you seen this viral vid? Woman goes viral after a failed DNA test. Yes, I have seen that. Oh, I felt bad for dude. Lord have mercy. Ooh, boy. What we got here? Dave, women like that would turn their noses up at heavy-set dudes. Make that make sense, please. You got that right, man. You got that right. Oof. So, back to Corey Holcomb here. Is he making a lot of facts here? Is he stating the case here about BET destroying black families here? What he's talking about with Lizzo here? So, we talk about award shows. Why are we clowns? When I say we black people, because we see all these acts that are talented performers, right? But they're going out and doing the most. Like, we don't see type of performances at the Oscars, at the Emmys, or whatever the case may be. Matter of fact, here's one thing. People say, you know, that those are white award shows. Okay. When I was in Vegas last November for the Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter fight, that a fight was on Saturday. I flew in town Thursday morning. I walked over to the MGM Grand, and they had the Latin Grammys going on. And you want to know something? All the stereotypes that you have of Latin people, you did not see that at the Latin Awards. I was in the MGM in the building, and I saw nothing but $1 billion of people. They came dressed to impress. They were on their best behavior. I didn't see the clown stuff that we see at the BET Awards or the BET Hip Hop Awards. So when Corey Holcomb's talking about we looking like clowns right now and taking the music was R&B, hip hop, soul, and we just changed it, I agree with him. What we see at the BET Award show is clown shit. We look like buffoons. And I totally agree with that because we don't see any other award shows that look like this when we perform or when they perform. It's ridiculous, y'all. What Chucky saying here? Don't know who got it worse, the UK or the US. I'm kind of curious about that. I don't know much about the UK here, but if you got some information for me, Chucky, you got some videos, send it over to me because I know y'all hurting too. You're blurry, Dave. Oh, I didn't get my signal didn't say anything. You know, I'm streaming right now, streaming live. So, you know, YouTube, going to StreamYard, you know, it's going to be some funky stuff going on every once in a while. You know how that goes. The whole industry. Jack says, I saw a pic of Lizzo with her legs open. They weren't. We're trying to normalize like what the BET Awards is doing here, the Hip Hop Awards. And there is nothing normal about this buffoonery, guys. I totally agree with Corey here. Let's continue.
I'm saying Lizzo can't sing. I'm
Looking
saying
at it now.
if Lizzo was to do what she supposed to do, she supposed to be real still, like Aretha Franklin, and just do this
That's what they
while
had.
she's singing and let us concentrate on your voice. Not seeing your aisle prance around.
So you're saying that big people, if they want to, if they,
I'm saying what I said. Now what you saying?
Why he do that? You know what? Oh, you know what? You want to know something? I actually agree with this because I'll talk about that show I saw of R. Kelly over 20 years ago, right? Shout out to Kelly Price. Because back then, it was in 1999, Kelly Price was just as big as Lizzo or bigger. Just Google Kelly Price now. She's lost a gang of weight. I compliment her for trying to get her health right. But she's still a big woman. But back then, she was even bigger. You know her. She was those R. Kelly videos. He was a friend of mine. Y'all know that song. You know, na, 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 na. She was a friend of mine. Come on, Ron Isley. Come on now. Y'all know that, but she was huge. And you want to know something? When she performed that night, she performed what Corey was talking about. She stood in the middle of the stage. She had like 2 backup dancers and like a couple of backup singers, and she stood in her one spot, just belting out those notes for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then she left the show. I mean, she not a dancer, but what he's talking about, that Aretha Franklin standing still, now I know people are going to be mad at me about this one, but hey, some of us, that's how we feel. You over here moving like this, and we ain't trying to see you move like that. If anything, why don't you keep moving like that to lose 250 pounds so your ass can be healthy? I ain't fat shaming. This is real facts here. That woman is not healthy. She is not a healthy person. Talking about heart disease and high blood pressure, she is 2 or 3 times the size of an average man. And we're trying to normalize this here. Let's continue.
you just said, yeah, you gave it to her that she's a good singer. True. But what you're basically saying is because if somebody's big or looks a certain way, they shouldn't be out there doing
That's
that?
what
I mean,
you
that's a-
said.
No, but that's a
See, I'm a
talent.
pro,
No,
D.
but what are you going-
People
no.
who like to switch your words around.
But
I'm
that's
saying,
why I'm asking you. I'm asking you to clarify it because I'm trying to get to where you're going with this. Like, are you just
well, can we
saying, like,
rewind the tape and say what I said? Because I said what I said. I said what I said, and I meant it.
All them girls ain't big on him.
What?
All the girls.
Are you watching the BET Awards that I saw? Yeah, look at that.
Hold on, about
Which
two-
one ain't big?
about
Y'all got the
2, 3
video. I
of them big,
posted to y'all.
What?
It's a variation.
Look, that one that thick. That one that thick right there.
That stick to you.
You see, you ain't see.
How you telling me? I saw it. She had all girls who won't make her look bad on there. So when she was moving around, she don't look like everybody be like, oh, damn, that's fucked up. That's what she did. I've seen Erykah Badu videos where she had girls that don't look a certain way on there, so she stands out. I've seen this. This ain't no diss to Erykah Badu, but I'm just saying, I know what they doing.
You know, I've seen Erykah Badu in concert many times. You know, it's part of the set, right? You can't have women that's looking a certain way that's, you know, for your set. And I get it, right? And one thing that we've seen Lizzo in her videos and we've seen her performances, she must be finding the only big girls can move like that because all of them girls are big and they moving and they doing whatever they can, but they're there in the background so that Lizzo don't look as big, okay? So can you imagine like if Lizzo had background dancers like from Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation tour, you know, or, you know, from the Janet album from like, what was that, 1998, you know, them skinny girls, you know, when J-Lo was dancing with her and stuff like that. Could you imagine them skinny ass fine women with background in Lizzo? Y'all wouldn't even buy a goddamn Lizzo album if y'all saw them cute women who are dancing as hell, doing their thing here, and Lizzo in the front with her damn flute. And let me just say something to y'all. That flute's got to go. You know what, though? She's a musician. I get it. But it's just a gimmick now. You know what I'm saying? She ain't using that flute to draw out no long solos. She ain't busting no real notes with that bad boy, and then she's not harmonizing, or she's not doing with the music and getting solos like that. It's a stick now. Why don't you do this here? Take the damn flute, the time you practice that flute, and go ahead and get a better workout plan with that time here. That's how I feel about that here. What do y'all say in the chat here, man? Because Corey going in. Z says, Aretha also wore classy outfits. Oh, yeah, of course she did. She was the queen. She had to wear it. Servant says, Dave, you killing me. Hey, man, it ain't me, man. It's Corey, I thought, right? You know? So, man, I'm scrolling back up here. BET Eagles Minstrel Show. I agree with that, Jack. I can't get to all the comments here, but I agree with that one here. Eric says, women dress like men, men dress like women. Yeah, that's true. Francisco says, Corey keeps it real. You got that right, man. Nancy's like, Jesus, I'm going to have to repent after this live. She was my best friend. She was my best friend. What was the other song that she had with the Isley Brothers and R. Kelly? What was that line? When R. Kelly was like, how's it going, Mr. Biggs? What the hell is going on? What you mean, what's going on? Someone's telling me that you're sleeping with another woman. Just because you see me with her don't mean I'm sleeping with her. Oh, Lord. Got me singing R. Kelly over here, a friend of mine. You won't see me stream it, though. Let me stop, y'all. Let me stop. Dave, funny. The real MVP is the stage holding them all up. You got that right, man. What do you got here, man? I couldn't be the guy working the doors underneath. Ooh, you got that right, man. You dead, Francisco? I'm dead too, man. Nah, same song. I know. I got it blurry here, you know, but I got it down. I hadn't been listening to R. Kelly, but you know, you play R. Kelly so much, it's going to come back to you. But that was the Isley Brothers, and also, you know, that was her song too as well, man. Oh my God. Down Low. Down Low remix. Oh, the dogs are hot in my house. Why is that? Probably because of my badass singing. Making your dogs trip out here, Eric. But that's how I get down, though. I ain't scared to go ahead and let y'all hear these horrible vocals of that dude named Dave in the quiet storm. That's how I get down. Chucky's like, I remember the BET Awards in the 90s. MC Hammer in his suits. Ladies dressed like ladies. A presenter era back then. Now we're dead. I agree, man. Let's get back to this part here of the video here. Let's let Corey cook a little bit more.
Hey, she look, she's getting.
Okay, Marcus, she good to you. I'm talking about niggas who go for Bombay bitches. We like to see Bombay bitches dance. When we see big girls dance and shit, we just wait on them to get tired. Then they edit it. Like if a big girl asks me to dance, I'll dance with her. She gonna be sleepy when we through.
They told that skinny in Arkansas.
They skinny in Arkansas.
Oh, wow. Skinny in Arkansas. Wow. If y'all in Arkansas, don't get mad.
I'm not. Look, I can't watch a man dance in booty shorts. I didn't cut it off in the green room.
I missed all that. I'm gonna have to pull
But I can't watch no man in no booty shorts act like he talking to me. If it's a man with some boots and booty shorts on, I ain't gonna even lie. Now I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but I don't care.
I'm gonna get in trouble too, y'all.
When we was coming up, if we'd have saw a man like that, we'd have been like, get him. Yeah. I'm just saying. Everybody be like, get him. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now, the children watch the brothers with the blonde, trinkly hair and the lipstick and makeup on and the booty short and backwards. This is what the kids have now. The black family is gone. It's gone. Your kids might say, well, Daddy, what's wrong with a man wearing booty shorts?
He try to make you feel good.
Oh, I see what you're saying, because they're making it just so commonplace.
The people in charge of the programming at BET have done a great job at destructing the black family. The black family now is led by the woman. I'm not saying BET did all that, but they play.
By white people. Who runs it? I'm sorry.
White Caucasian people run everything that has to do with TV.
Yeah.
The production of BET Awards and all. I mean, they didn't hire, like, usually don't they
Look
hire-
up who owns BET.
No, I'm saying I already got that. I'm saying who runs their production. Like, okay, the BET Awards are coming up. We give it to Bloom. Usually, it's like, don't they give it to like a team of a producer or something
Yeah,
like that?
I cut on the BET Awards. The women were dressed like men. The woman came out there, had on suits. like men. And the men had on booty shorts.
You talking about like Janelle Monáe or somebody had that?
Hey, I'm just saying, I ain't name dropping. When I cut it on, the women had on the suits and the men had on the booty shorts and dresses.
Oh my God.
What is my man name? What is the dude name? Billy Porter. I'll drop his name.
I love Billy. Hi, Billy.
Oh man, I don't even want to know what that man.
You see, if it's just one of them, if it's just one man in a dress and everything, then everybody looks at the man in the dress and be like, oh, okay.
The weirdo.
But when all of the men represented, for the most part, were on the shit pushed in side of the game. Inside of the game. That is the new agenda, the shit pushed in agenda. That's what they want for us.
Let me pause that here and get to the chat here. He was going in there for a second, guys. Ooh, Lord. My God here. Eric says, be you, Dave. Y'all know I'm me. No way I think I'm over here singing with my bad crack notes here in front of thousands of people. I'm being me, man. Don't give a damn. Y'all can take this. He was a friend of mine. Eric, you're right. It's some ignorance we just can't let go. Okay, I see what you're talking about, using the N-word. Yeah. I don't use the N-word. Let me take that back. It slips out from time to time, but you want to know something? I can count on probably both hands how many times I used the N-word this year. I've taken that out of my vocabulary. Now, this is part of Corey's stick, so I know there's going to be some people who rock with that. Me personally, I don't get down. It will come out every once in a while because I used to use it all the time, you know. So, yeah, I get it, man. I don't like using it, you know. So every once in a while, it will slip out. But I bet you I can count on one hand how many times I use the N-word in my channel here. You know, it's my channel, but I choose not to use it. It slips from time to time. But Corey, that's part of his stick here. I get it, man. Dragon says facts. But do you guys agree with Corey Holcomb here, what he's talking about? The agenda that we have, that BET has helped being complicit in destroying the black family. Like we're seeing the imagery, women in suits, men in women's clothes and booty shorts and high heels. Now, we understand the fact that, you know, we have alternative lifestyle and the LGBTQ and the alphabet crew doing their thing here, right? Whatever your sexuality is, do you. You got to do what's right for you and what's personal for you and live your life. The thing is, feels like that the imagery that we're seeing from BET and, of course, the other shows that Viacom owns like MTV and VH1, that the agenda on the black family, right, being pushed and spread apart more and more wide than ever. You know we see the alternative lifestyles in other cultures, but do we see it as prevalent in the award shows like we see at BET with the black culture? I'm not disrespecting anybody who lived that lifestyle, but it seems like that lifestyle is being put front and center for us, and then if being straight seems like it's obscure. It's like, oh, okay, you're not supporting our rights here. I don't know what y'all think about this, guys. I'm just curious. Go on to the chat here. Y'all come in here. Yeah, it says smash the like button. Help your boy out, man. The algorithm. Yo, we've been here for 2.5 hours, close to 2.5 hours. We're going to probably close up shop soon here. Man, I didn't know I was going this long here, so help your boy off the like button here. Yeah, what do you got here, Jack? It's called social engineering. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can't disagree with that, man. In this country, Germany, many women look like men. Why is that agenda being pushed out? Like, I want to be a boss. Like, the gender war is in full effect where that women don't want to be who they are. You know, the fit, feminine, friendly is out the door, guys. No, they want to be men. They want to be the RuPaul's Drag Race, or they want to be men. We're seeing, especially in our black culture and BET being front and center, of pushing a different agenda. And that's what Corey's talking about here for the BET Awards. I want to give him big ups for showing respect for Kevin Samuels. That the fact that he passed away and showing his impact and put him on here with all the people who have passed away. And then when we come right back and we think about what actually BET is doing on a daily basis, like you say, they did one good thing, but they're doing 100 bad things every damn day. It's ridiculous, y'all. What you got here, Eric? Blacks used to be married more than whites until the 1960s when the Great Society programs were signed into law by President Johnson. A lot of bad things started in the 60s within our black community. That's the genesis of our downhill, the 60s. Thanks, Eric. Jack Harris is like population control. I agree with that, man. What you got here, Eric? Yes, I do. The adversarial relationship between black men and women is an agenda that is pushed and emasculated of black men and destroying the femininity of women. And we're seeing that front and center at the BET Awards. BET in general, guys. If we turn on any award show throughout the year, we just had the Oscars, and we saw how the Oscars got messed up. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock brought the BET Awards, brought the Source Awards to the Oscars. And how did that turn out for Will Smith? What is the chatter that we hear about Will Smith and the background noise that occurred there? What we even talked about here at a live stream, that you wouldn't see Robert De Niro. You're not going to see any other white actors doing what Will Smith did. It's only our culture, guys. It's only our people. And it's front and center, making a gang of money for somebody. Why we're all watching this here and we're wondering, wow, what is going on with the black family? We've got artists here. Lulu can sing, but do you really got to wear that outfit? Do we really got to see a 400-pound woman like that out here? Like, people want to say no body positivity, but what is being positive about a woman who is not healthy? But we're supposed to say and listen, it's like, take me as I am beautiful. Oh boy, guys, I don't know. Eric Martin says, President Lyndon Johnson was a racist. We're getting to civics now, class, y'all. What do you got here, servant? The control thing. Women want to control. They want to dominate in every way. Then after not liking it, they want alpha male to make it all better. They always want a man to be the cleanup man, y'all. Chucky says the 60s? Nah, the 70s more like it. No, actually the 60s, man. You know why? I don't know if you checked out my channel. We talked about this here. The 60s, when we're talking about the peak, was during the Civil Rights era, around 1965. We were at our peak as far as being together as a community, as a unit, fighting for civil rights. And what happened around 65? The women's lib movement, feminism. In a short answer, we had our black women leaving the black community for women's and liberal rights, right? Wanna saying get away from the patriarchy. But for black women, that's not gonna work for you until we have our civil rights, because they still looked at us as less than. We're still black, or like I said, I don't use this word often, but we're still niggas. So black women during this time here left the civil rights movement, where we knew that they were helping us and they were front and center, and the bus boycotts and everything else like that was going on, to join the feminist movement around 64, 65. We can have another show on that one here. We can deep dive into the 60s. Look at the Monahan report. We can deep dive into that, but it wasn't the 70s. You may have started seeing the effects beginning in the 70s. We saw the ending begin in the mid-60s. Hold on, ooh, my chat here. Dang, StreamYard. Destroy the black family. That's what we're seeing here, the destruction of the black family. We see every day how women don't want to be wives. They look down at the fact of one of saying, submit to your man. But it's okay to be a baby mama. It's ass backwards today. Having the kid first and not thinking about the man in the marriage before the kid come to play. BET is showing that front and center, especially their programming. And you would think by now with Tyler Perry and all the years he's had in the game now, the cachet, millions beyond hundreds of millions of rich here, you would think that he would step his writing game up. He would actually delegate his writing and hire people. Real talk though, Tyler Perry is cheap as hell and don't give a damn except for the bottom line dollar. Now, do I give the man respect for being a smart-ass businessman and creating jobs for black people? Yes. But the programming and messaging that he is doing is foul in what he's doing. If you guys look up about a year or two ago, he literally showcased online, he writes all the scripts. He writes all the material. He doesn't have a writer's room. Tyler Perry is a writer of one for all his shows. It shows the limits of his TV programming and his movies when you know that he is the only writer, and he showcases that. You know why? If you're the only writer, you're the only producer, you're the director, you own the studio, and you're the actor, and you put on those clothes where you're the actor and you're the co-star, Tyler Perry has all that residual income coming back to one person. He is so rich and creates so many jobs, but he is not delegating the content creation part to find astute writers that can actually help drive better content and help us in the black community. But no, he's only writing for one. Y'all can look up, these are facts here. So when you have one man who basically is driving two networks, BET Plus, which he has a stake in the online community, which now his program's moving to regular BET, and the OWN network. How are we supposed to elevate and get better as a people when we know that some of the main power players is still contributing to our weakness in society here, guys? Oh boy. Look at some of these comments here. What you got here, servant? I love this tribe. Smart men everywhere and about growth and truth. Yeah, we're all about truth and teaching each other, guys. What you got here, Chucky? We blacks have lost our damn minds. Yeah, we have. I agree. What's Jack saying here? Late 60s, early 70s. I was there, young buck. I know you were young. You may be there, but history is history, man. Just because you're there does not negate the start of the downfall was during the civil rights era. You could be there. No disrespect. You could be there, but hey, man. All we got to do is look at the history books, look at the facts. And what the 70s, when you saw the effects, just because you pull the ripcord, you don't see that initial strand from the beginning here. You see the effects after it starts unraveling. You just don't press the button and the black community falls apart. It takes time. We can have that discussion. We can do another live stream on it. Oh, we got Mr. Steal Estate in the game. Hey, thanks for coming on, man. If you're a weak man, yes, women will control you. Those are facts. Let's see here. Hold on here. What's going on here, Mr. Steal Estate? Y'all going at it? You're not black, not all skin folk are kinfolk. Who you talking to, man? What's going on over here? Eric's about in the murder of our male leaders. We ain't got really male leaders today, y'all. We talk about Kevin Samuels and see what happened to him. But as far as like political leaders, people who are supposed to be in Congress and in Washington, or just regular, the people that we would see like 40 or 50 years ago, power players, even pastors who were leaders. We don't have that today. What we got here? Getting some of these chats here. Okay. What you got here, servant? Our sisters are very important. They inspire us. They keep pushing. Let's know we ain't alone and we ain't crazy. Jürgen from Germany says, all women in the Western world. Hey, I've been getting a lot of emails from my other cultures saying, hey, Dave, we know y'all black people are having it hard. We other cultures are having it hard too. So I get that. Okay, let's see here. Mike's back here. Damn, we still on? Bro, you grinding. Hey, we might end this pretty soon, Mike. Hey, man, things happen. Time that user out, Dave. Okay, thanks. I don't know what he was talking about. Like, the chat's coming. I'm doing a show, right? And at the same time, I try to see the chats and what y'all talking about. I don't know what dude was talking about. Not all skin folk is. Who are you talking to, bro? Man. My black card is solidified. I don't got to prove nothing to nobody. Man, the police told me, let me know I'm black before I started getting suited and booted. The police let me know who I am. So I don't know if you're talking to someone else in the chat, man. Dude, I can't fake this. I'm black all day, every day. You know, this is me. Yeah, we got some trolls here. I had thought about turning subscriber mode on, but you know, I let it go play. You know. But I don't even talk about no skin. All skin. What are you talking about, man? People just come on here, just want to talk shit. You know. Just want to go ahead and just try to pull. I don't know who he's talking to. I find that amusing. That, you know, if someone comes in and just start talking and they start dogging people out or trying to pull people's cars, things of that nature. You can't fake being black. My skin tone tells that right away, guys. It's real out here in these streets. That's the reason why I'm cammed up. I know how the streets are. That's why I cam up every day, so I don't gotta be out in the streets. You know, I joke around about how y'all can rock with me, so you know y'all mess around the buns glazing, you mess with the wrong chicks here. I came up every day to help y'all out too as well, because if I'm not out in the streets, that means that y'all not out in the streets. Y'all watching me, and I'm commenting with y'all. So, hey man, if you come back, whatever you got going on, man, I hope you get yourself right. Ain't trying to disrespect no one in this tribe here, man, especially me, because I will give that work. But I'm glad I got my shooters in front here. Gang moderators. See, you can't get to the captain. You gotta let my snipers get to y'all first here, okay? That's why we got these moderators here. You know, you're gonna get gat clapped out here. Speaking about the black community here. You're gonna get this YouTube gat. Let's see here. Check this out. I hope I ain't talking shit. Hey, man, we can joke around and everything, you know, but if you try to come for people, we ain't having that. You gonna come in, like I said, you over here acting like Rick James, man. Fuck your couch. Nah, you ain't coming to my house and not take your shoes off and have these dirty ass shoes come in here and mess up my carpet. Now you gotta respect this house here, y'all. And if you don't like it, create your own YouTube channel and you can do what the fuck you want. Shout the Torch. If y'all seen Torch, how's he doing? What's he up to? Has he started his YouTube channel yet, Mike? Have you got the notification yet? He said he's gonna start a YouTube channel, then have me on so he can mute me. How's he doing, guys? How's he doing? Have y'all talked to Torchy? If y'all knew, man, there's a guy, I actually ripped the video. He tried to come for me and Kevin Samuels after Kevin Samuels passed away and tried to make up shit. Oh, yeah. Have y'all seen Torchy? Where Torchy at? Hey, Dave, you can't see when we time out or remove on your end? Not on StreamYard. Now, I do have my phones out here. If I monitor the phones, I can see that. But I got too much going on here. I got this phone here. I got this phone here. I got an iPad over here. I got a laptop here. I got this laptop here. I got the MacBook over here. Man, my Wi-Fi is all over the damn place here, y'all. So I can't, you know, when I'm on StreamYard, I can't see when y'all time somebody out. I just see just the chats build up and everything. Let's see, Jackson. I think they meant in general, everybody black ain't good for the people. You gotta make that clear. You know, shoot. People try to come for me. People try to come for this tribe here. You ain't making yourself clear. You gonna get it. We gonna get them. Like Corey said, get them. Man, come on, respect the platform. That's right, Eric. Respect the platform. If you don't like it, go somewhere. You know. What we got here? We got Jay Nice in the house, man. What's going on, man? We used to at least have BET. Now that's being weaponized to destroy our black communities. Exactly, man. That's why I'm happy for YouTube and the manosphere here. We don't got BET anymore, but we got different programming here of all of us here just trying to create content, you know, so we can each one teach one and be better. BET ain't got it, y'all. BET ain't got it. No. What we got here, Z? Torchy was on Thon Lexi's comments for a couple of clips, and I think he got bounced. For real? Oh, come on, man. Torchy went to Thon Lexi's, man. Come on. Hey, shout out to Thon, man. He a Kevin Samuels supporter. He and his black content creators here. He in his manosphere. I know we have different personalities, but why are you gonna come for Thon for? Come on, man. He is literally searching for a home. The problem though is that his brain is so fucked up and he don't want no one telling him things like that, and he over here in his beta ways thinking that Kevin Samuels is destroying the public and the people here. The problem though is that when Kevin Samuels talks, he's a hit dog that hollers. He over here trying to find a home and he can't find a damn home. Damn, Torchy. Could have got your mind right. You could have been here chilling. Now you over here like a nomad. He's searching the wilderness, trying to find a home, and everybody's kicking his ass out, men and women. God dizzle. Like Jack here said, gotta protect the manosphere. That's right. Hey, I like Don, man. Yeah, Don got a good channel, man. I never talked to him personally, but he got a good channel. So if y'all know him and everything, tell him that dude said what's up. I've commented on one of his videos because I actually did a reaction video and he did it too. Like he does a lot of Kendra G videos as well. But you know, ain't gonna be no shaming on my end when it comes to these other content creators. Unless someone comes for me personally, then we're gonna have a problem. But if no one comes for me personally, I'm all about supporting all these dudes here in this space here. You know, we all trying to get in, we all trying to build here. So, hey, real talk. What we got here, Chucky? Do BET play mumble rap? I don't know. Do y'all can comment on that? I haven't seen any music videos in a long time. Remember back in the day, I used to love videos, y'all. The video game is so different. That tells you how the music game is now when you got Tekashi 6ix9ines in the world that can still be alive in the game right now. I don't wish death on anybody, but just know about 25, 30 years ago, there's no way that Tekashi actually is walking around these streets living in New York. I'm sorry. Torture was going after commenters, but a few of us TNT peeps called him out for trying to move over there. For real? So hold on. Some of my tribe, of course, y'all rock with Don, right? Because, you know, we all in the same sector here. So y'all went over there and y'all saw him and then y'all gave him that work too. Man, please, get that dude out of here. Man, this dude got to go somewhere. Oh, man. Lord have mercy. What you got here, Eric? That's what Corey was talking about. BET, the media, and the industry weaponized against people. Yeah. We're seeing that. I'm at a point right now when I turn TV on, like the local news and like BET programming and then the reality shows, they're all impacting us, y'all. When I say us, I'm talking about the black people like me here. You know, and here's the thing though, unless you're older, like you're in your 40s, that you know how to comprehend and look at things as entertainment and know things are not educational, the younger culture that's behind us here, the next demographic, they're looking at that as gospel. Just like, yo, this is that real. Got 40 and 50-year-old women running around acting like they're 19, 20 years old, still in high school and college. I don't get it. So much arrested development that's going on. BET is a separate channel. Plays all sorts of stuff. Actually, not a bad channel. Yeah, they actually have a video channel. I haven't watched it in years. They have a channel just dedicated to music. Then they got BET Her, that's dedicated to all women. You know, and I get it. Why you got a BET Her? I just got the devil's advocate out here. What happens if BET created a channel called BET Man? I'm just saying how things are unequal here. Is that just regular BET? Like if BET just says, or any other channel says, we're gonna come up with BET Man, and then you have BET Her programming. Y'all know the fembots would come hard on that, y'all. So just want to throw that devil's advocate out there, y'all. You know I called him out, and I think Jamal did too. Lord have mercy. That dude's too old to be acting like that, man. That dude older than me. I'm 42 years old. He gotta be in his 50s, y'all. Torchy gotta be in his 50s. And then he had the audacity when he went out there, Mike, like, my name is DJ Torch. That ain't your real goddamn name. That's a screen name that you gave yourself. You ain't even got a cool nickname, man. If you supposed to be Torch, you supposed to be fire. You ain't on fire. You nothing but a smother. Yeah, I'm giving him. I need to stop, man. He gonna hear this and come for me. What are you gonna do that, Dave? I got my channel now. When you come and debate me now? I need to stop with that, man. Dave says, I'm going to bed. Peace, David Tribe. Hey, good night, Daniel. Good night, man. Glad you hang on, man, as much as you did. You gotta get ready for work. Yeah, I haven't seen Jamal comment on any content recently. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, I hope so too, man. He emailed me. I emailed him back, but I haven't heard from him since. Is he even an actual DJ? He said he is, man. I don't believe it. Hey, if you a DJ, create your YouTube channel about your DJing and then go from there. He gave himself his own name. Arrested Development, Mr. Window. Ah, I know that song. Boom, 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 boom. Mr. Window. Hey, 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 Mr. Window. Oh, let me stop here now. Y'all gotta be singing over here. I think I need to end this live stream here. I'm going almost 3 hours here. It's a 6:45 Chicago time here, which means almost 8 o'clock Eastern. So you know what though, guys? I think it's about time I got to close this live stream down here. You know, got on R. Kelly, talk about Corey Holcomb. It's Wednesday. Before I go, guys, let me bring it out so you guys can see it. Yeah. The green belt's the only belt that matters, y'all. Let me move Corey out here. The green belt's the only belt that matters. Yeah, let me just say this here before I go. Who out here in the manosphere is working hard to me outside of Osei Du Jackson? I got a call here, yo. There's tons of great content creators out here. But since I got started, I'm coming here every single day. Live streams, reaction videos, content. I'm getting better. I make mistakes. But you know what, though? We keep building up and building up here. And I say I'm coming for the Rookie of the Year, right? I'm coming for the Rookie of the Year. But let me say something here. I started in February, right? So since I started in February, you know, we're close. We're at the halfway mark here. June's ending, 6 months of the year, so we got the rest half the year to go. We close to All-Star break. I ain't coming for the rookie soft game, y'all. I'm coming for an All-Star game slot. That's right. I'm coming for an All-Star game slot, y'all. Coming for the Rookie of the Year, no rookie fresh game, All-Star game consideration. I'm trying to go for an All-NBA nod. Oh, yeah. So let me put my belt down. Yeah, I brought the belt out. Hey, yo, like I said, the green belt's the only belt that matters. So like I said here, I'm coming for the Rookie of the Year. I'm coming for the All-Star game now. I'm here every day just giving y'all this content, being goofy, being silly, trying to be insightful. Real talk, though, I love doing this here, and I'm glad y'all poured it and check it out here. I hope y'all see me working hard here. You know what I'm saying? After I get done here, got to go eat. And I got to work more on this channel, and I got to work on my real job too as well. Your boy got a career, got to put in that work for my family. So I'm saying I know I'd be goofing around and stuff like that, but I appreciate you guys for joining in, hopping on with me here. I'm working hard. I'm coming for the Rookie of the Year. I'm coming for an All-Star slot, and eventually I'm coming for the MVP. That's right. I don't see no one working harder than me than Osei Du Jackson. Everybody's dope. Everybody doing their thing here. But I want y'all to know that I'm working hard. So I just want y'all to build this community up because you know what, though? I'm trying to do some things here. So I appreciate y'all in the chat here doing the big things here. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we're going to get to a few more of these comments and we're going to get out of here. Y'all, I'm going to give y'all the rest of y'all Wednesday night and everything. Let me see. What do you say here? I got to admit, I thought Mr. Window was from Outkast. Nah, Outkast. Nah, Arrested Development, Z. I used to play that on the piano, yo. Man, in fact, if I brought my workstation down here, I could probably play a few notes for y'all, you know. Man. Hey, TDND, Rookie of the Year. That's right, man. That's right. Hey, it's 1 a.m. Where you at, Charles? Oh, man, I'm about to give y'all the rest of y'all night back so y'all can go to sleep, man. I'm closing some of y'all out, man. Yeah. Like I said, yes. Hit that smash that like button, subscribe, help your boy out here. Hey, see you, Chucky. I'll check you on the flip side. What we got here before we go? Dave, check out celebrity reaction on McDonald's video at 7. Okay. I'll give you a check here in a second. All right, guys. Time to close down shop. I don't know if I'm going to be able to live stream tomorrow. I got to go downtown. I got to actually be in the loop. Don't know what time I'm going to get in. If I do live stream tomorrow, it'll be like after like 7 p.m. Central. If I'm not able to live stream, you guys will get a reaction video tomorrow. So I'm trying to figure out my schedule and everything. If I can't live stream, you get a reaction video. If I do live stream, it'll be later on in the evening. So, you know. I got to practice for a band audition. Thanks. All right, man. Do what you got to do, man. Let me know what instrument you play, man. Got a band audition. Hey. W stream as always. Thanks, Servant. It's a W. Yeah. Thanks, Rhino. All right, guys. So let's close the shop here, guys. I'm glad you chimed in. Like I said, click on the like button. You know, subscribe, comment, Let me know what y'all think here about this live stream. Check out the other videos as well. Got tons of reaction videos from the past, you know, Kevin Samuels videos, Kendra G, whatever the case may be. Check them out here. So we're going to get out of here. I appreciate the tribe, all y'all pouring into me. Hope y'all had a good time, you know. So we're going to get out of here. So until next time, I'm that dude named Dave. This is TDND Live, and we'll be back again. Y'all have a good night, YouTube world.